hello everyone. I was trying to update it quicker, but as you can see, it's almost done. Don't worry, don't worry. But yeah, hello everyone. Mast3r Zak here today. We are going to be playing the new Intervallo, the new update for Limbus Company, Twinning Threads, which is gonna hopefully be peak. Yeah. I tried downloading it quicker, and then I was like, "Oh, it's downloading. I should start the stream." And then it was like, "Oh wait, you want to stream? We're gonna make it slow now." So yeah, don't worry. It's at 100%, so it'll be done in like 3 seconds. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I saw that Chiki's in a graveyard, which is actually kind of like not a good thing to hear, but like she's just like there walking. I don't know. Sorry, my brain is like a little frazzled. I'm tired. I don't know why. I had a salad earlier as my like meal before like taking my like ADHD meds, and like I don't think it worked that well. I don't think the salad was enough. So yeah, I have some other food here. But yeah, how's it going? Hello Wei, hello Sancho, hello Cheeky, and hello Pleasant Lemon, and hello Trace. How are you guys all doing today? Can you believe it, Zach? It's Canto 9 Part 4. True! True! I'm always in some vaguely spooky place when interacting with you. True! I'm like the creepypasta. Or whatever. The spooky spaghetti. Also, this is quiet for some reason. I don't know why this is so quiet. Oh, because I have my, like... There we go. Okay, yeah, I can hear it now. I have my, like, little thing after taking a shower, like, to put my hair in. And I was like, why is my headphones muffled? Because you have the thing that's muffling them, Zach. Yo! Might be sleep deprivation? Yeah. That makes sense. He do be saying things. Yup. Me when the things. Anyways. Wait, what? Oh, event closed, Lamau. I didn't... At least I got all the, like, important stuff. Well, you know what? 13 tickets isn't that bad. I should have... I tried to do the mirror dungeon, like, once, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try out the new, like, team system that ProjectMoon has tried. And I was forced to play a charge team once in my life, and I think I quit on floor 2, because I was like, this is boring, I don't like this. So, I don't know if that was just because the mirror dungeons are boring, or because charge teams are boring, or because they weren't the Blood Fiends, but, yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do this. Zach, we need to do grind streams, Zach. I don't like it. It's boring. Mirror dungeons aren't fun. Don't speak ill of charge. Oh, no. I don't know, chat. I like it when the Limbus Company is the story, but then, me when I have to do a mirror dungeon. Actually, you know what? Like, I just feel like... Alright, this is gonna sound crazy. Not enough people show up to, like, mirror dungeon streams for it to be worth it, in my opinion. Because it's like... I have, like, nothing to say. I feel like every mirror dungeon stream... Or not show up for it to be worth it. It's more like, show up so that it's, like, entertaining. Because during a mirror dungeon stream, I have, like, nothing to talk about. So I rely on chat to, like, bounce off, like, things to talk about. But, like, there are not enough people to, like, be like, oh yeah, Zach, like, talk about this. And I'm just like, I don't know. There's not enough people, so I'm just stuck there being like, yeah, this is a mirror dungeon. Me when the mirror is the dungeon, or something like that. Alright, let's see. Ooh. I've said before, we should just do our Limbus podcast while you win rate the mirror dungeon. Maybe. I don't know. Remember how Magnus Archives was originally supposed to be like, oh, I'm playing the mirror dungeon in the background. You can tell how much I don't really, like, care about the mirror dungeon by the fact that that changed into just random roguelikes I have on my computer. Ooh, the Ring Faviest Student. Bleed and Sinking. Ooh, interesting. I haven't seen these yet, so, like, this is new. Rough Portrayal. Okay. Mauled Color. Rogue. Bleed Potency. Bleed. I still don't know how this game works, by the way. Like, I don't know what count and potency are or anything like that. I just know that, I like Limbus Company. You can tell, like, I'm tired because I'm justifying my, like, enjoyment of Limbus Company. Like, I'm like, guys, I'm not a fake fan, don't worry. I love Limbus Company. But it's like, yeah, of course, I'm, like, one of the first Limbus streamers. Yeah, no duh. Yeah, I love Limbus Company. Okay, turns into Unbreakables. Okay. Lafavisme. Lafavisme Mast3r Zak. I don't know what this is. I saw Frey Chikama was doing a every time I mispronounce a word, I remove an ID. I'm not doing that. Chat, I'm gonna mispronounce everything on the screen, even if they're like a word that I know. Like, what are we talking about? But yeah, he got favisme over here. Okay. I will say, imperfections addressed. What the heck is this? Oh, Ring Rhodia. I like the music. You know what, chat? We're gonna do a poll, you know? We're gonna gamble. We love gambling. This man has cleared Mirror Dungeon 6E and doesn't know what potency and count are? I don't know. You have no idea when your vindication moment is gonna drop? Oh wait, yeah, I forgot I'm being vindicated during this interval. Dude, I forgot, like, I don't know what happened. I think, like, my brain got, like, hit with the, like, forget things meme, because, like, dude, I, like, forgot, like, how to stream Limbus Company. Like, I was like, dang, do I have to, like, what do I have to do here? It's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna gamble, because, hello? Hello? I clicked on it, like, 3 times. Kim Ji-hoon doesn't want me to gamble. Alright, Kim Ji-hoon, give me the... Okay, never mind. He's not gonna give me the new Rhodia ID. Okay. What's the rule? We always do 2 10 pulls? Yeah, we'll do another. I'll do another 10 pull. I don't... Yeah, it should be fun. Okay, never mind. Kim Ji-hoon hates me, I guess? Kim Ji-hoon hates me? Yeah, I'll do another extraction. Oh no, chat. Kim Ji-hoon, why? Okay, alright. We'll do one more. I'll use all of my tickets. How about that, chat? How about that? Alright, I guess there go my tickets. Kim Ji-hoon hates me? Kim Ji-hoon hates me? Alright, well... I don't know what to say. Kim Ji-hoon has taken 400 of my tickets, or 40 of my tickets. Okay. That's, okay. Kim Ji-hoon hates me? True. You know what? Just because of that, Kim Ji-hoon, just because of that, I'm gonna shard these guys. I keep thinking my inventory's up there. Alright. Because actually, I do want to use the new IDs for the bleed. I do not have that many ego crates. Really? Dang, Kim Ji-hoon's making me work for this, I guess. Okay. Really? Dang, okay. I'm not... Guys, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get Faust. Dog? Dog? Okay. Also, hello to Jetus One. Welcome, welcome. Why have you not used your nominable ID ticket from the anniversary? Because it's the nominable ID ticket from the anniversary. Like, what do you mean, why haven't I used the 3-year anniversary? Because it's the 3-year anniversary. You think I'm gonna get another one of those? No. Alright, Faust, go. Okay, well, we can't get Faust, chat. I need more ID crates. Why are you sharding Faust? Because I don't have Faust. I want to get the House of Spiders.
함께 파헤쳐볼까요?
Let us explore together.
생명의 맥동을.
Finally! A Bleed Hong Lu ID that's not from Season 1! Let's go! Oh, chat, all of my resources are gonna disappear into nothing. I shouldn't have used the facades! That's where all my money went, the facades! Dude, Kim Ji-hoon took all of my money because of the facades. I'm now realizing it was a ploy, it was a plot. You can tell something's up with me today, because, like, I, or at least I can. My eyes have not focused on the screen, like, once. Watch out, Zach. Faust. With Faust, Hong Lu has a 1 in a 4th chance to be the MVP instead of Sancho. Oh, no. Zach has a lot of thread? Oh, yeah, I have a lot of thread. Allow me to play the curator for our guests, from kits to avant-garde. Delve deep into each trend in the art movement. Yo. Uh-oh, wait, I forgot he was gonna make us read stuff. Chat, how long is this Uptie story? Also, hello, Plagius. Congrats on getting a job. Such vibrant freshness, even after an entire day outside the storage. Dude, this is what happened. Like, the mini fridge that I store some of my food in. Like, the ice in the back of it melted, and, like, all the food, like, was not good. Except some of it was, because it was, like, stuff that didn't need to be refrigerated in the first place. And so it was like, dang. It isn't that long of a read. Long, leave me alone. Oh, no. Not that long? Okay. You start working on Monday? Let's go. In a mere month, you've absorbed the finer points of this technique like a sponge, down to the microscopic subtleties. Only restless obsession, blind obsession, can hope to capture. A chalky white gallery, showered in even drier, sterile light. Laid upon the why did it vine boom? Sharp-angled machine palm was a beating, bright red heart, just as the child observed earlier. There was why did it vine boom again? There was even a vibrant sheen to it, as though it had only recently been removed from storage, or a body. Faust intends to commit your teaching to their entirety to Faust, down to the smallest marginalia, because Faust is a genius. You may succeed, yet indeed. Many students have cultivated, other students, under my tutelage, but I have not seen anyone master the arts as quickly as Faust does. Not since that child. Hold up? Hold up? This is gonna be lore for this Intervallo? Hold up. Spoiler for this Intervallo. There's a second child. That's a heart beating, not a vine boom? Oh. Big climbable rock, let's go, let's go! I have no more sculpting lessons to give. Starting tomorrow, we will shift our focus to the details. Ah, do you mean to let Facade partake in your artwork again? Yes, it would be best if Facade experienced the work in the most holistic manner, through her digestive organs. Bravo! Utter perfection! Both the journey and the destination. The child closed his eyes, his lips drawing a satisfied smile. His bliss could be attributed not only to his reunion with his long-lost delight of guiding a prodigy, but also to the fact that the prodigy was a rare kind of voracious genius who readily devoured his teachings. Callisto has never had another child? Oh wait, really? Then what is Hong Lu talking about? What the heck is Hong Lu talking about? Hong Lu has a, actual child? Oh! It's the elders? The elders? I don't know. What? Oh, maybe Ryushu. That's true. That's true. When do you expect Facade to be completed? Uncertain as of yet. The intensity of dedication seems to directly correlate with the anxiety about shortcomings. Maestro, how much time did you dedicate to perfecting tibia? Many years, a decade of which was solely dedicated to sculpting and polishing its form. The child gazed down upon tibia, his eye gleaming not with pride, but not with love, but something more. What is she, Yuha, doing in chat? True, it is me, the child, true! Dude, she, Yuha, is gonna come back and be like, I have mastered all forms of, art. Honestly, unironically though, I feel like she, Yuha, does, fit into the ring. Think about it. Think about it for a second. When tibia earned its status as a magnum opus, it was for its plasticity. It retains the nigh-infinite possibilities of the human corpus, an automated judgment to instinctively transform, lengthen, and harden itself in response to environmental stimuli. Oh. Shi Yuha is dead? Shi Yuha is literally not dead. Shi Yuha is literally still alive. What are you guys talking about? I'm making circles on this big rock while typing, so I might fall and die. Don't do that, Cheeky. Don't die. If you die, Hong Lu's gonna, eat your corpse or something. Think about that. My colleagues at the ring were most captivated by tibia, but alas, tibia was once in a lifetime project, as its creation consumed the entirety of my physical corpus. If plasticity is the primary concern, perhaps the corpus of another, worthy of aesthetic appreciation, would have been used as a medium for your next project? The corpora of others are unfamiliar media. Dude, they're lost media? They're unfamiliar media? When compared to one's own, after all, none knows the body more intimately than its owner. Possessionalities and limitations alike. Mine, I perceive in exact precision. The acts of artistic creation using a media which no one has innately unfamiliar only serve to fill words of pointless mediocrities, don't you think? Truly, Maestro. So, never dismiss the hours dedicated to art as squandering, Faust. Your art has subsumed even parts of your cerebral matter. Time will only perfect it. Your choice of subject matter, so very experimental and philosophical, I might add, interests me in particular. I am curious to see what inspiration the project might offer once it's completed. Thank you. The child's prodigy gave him a light nod of appreciation, but soon lifted her eyes to inquire, her voice curious. If I may be so bold, Maestro, could you tell me the reason why you have not removed your other eye and your hair? True! Yeah, why have you not removed your hair? I seek perspective to explore different avenues in this existential meditation. Ah, well asked. To begin, this isn't my hair. It is a sort of prosthesis, painstakingly woven with organic fibers. Perhaps one day I shall teach you this technique as well. Indeed, it is its intricacy, pale breast, blood vessels or tendons, but the imitation of hair can be illuminating. Learning process to learn how color composition creates detail, and how lines come together to form a sense of depth. As for the eye, yes, I would be remiss to abandon such an indispensable window upon which inspirations are reflected, however. Well, it's also not your eye, right? Like, isn't it all... Oh, wait, no, never mind, it is. The bolus was your... I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah. I must be considerate of the gracious host of audience who, from just being my eye, appreciate my life and artistic endeavors within. Audience? Do you mean to say that your eye is a prosthesis connected elsewhere? Not quite, though it is an inheritance. It is also a precious jade that alone must be safe. That I alone must safeguard. There was once a time where I thought it was but a tool to quell their boredom, something to let them see the world outside. But once I studied it myself, once I explored its intricacy. Wait, hold up! Future Hong Lu lore? But once I studied it myself, once I explored its intricacies, I must say, I was positively flabbergasted. It even helped me understand that there was something Gramps and Grannies simply could not let go. Wait a second. So how many IDs are banned now? Oh no. Okay, wait a second. It's something more to let them see the world outside. Oh. Yes, what fascinating creation it is. And that is why I do not integrate it into Tibia, so that it may fulfill the worth inherited in its existence. Oh. I see. Has my answer been helpful enough? Oh, yes. It was but a question born out of contemplation over the concept of connection. The prodigy's curiosity was yet to be fully satiated, but the child simply nodded in acceptance. Acceptance that his prodigy had already matured, paving her path that diverged from its own. She merely needed a question to confirm the gaze of others, no more. Very well, then. Let us call it a day, said the child, noticing a flickering light by his wrist. Do we have a guest? Yes, we do. The corridor has seen quite a lot of uninvited guests as of late. Uninvited guests. Visitors with intentions other than to appreciate my gallery. Some of them discourteous enough to vandalize my installations, or, more severely troublesome cases, attack me. Ooh? Should you will me so, I will assist with troubles of such nature. That won't be necessary. All outcomes are in unpredictable flux, as they are until they are experienced firsthand, no? If these visitors are the civil kind, it would only be right that I return their kindness by playing the curator to this gallery of mine. With the recent addition, it would indeed be quite timely visit for them. With the recent addition? Hold up. I must admit, I am also motivated by the curiosity to find whether my newfound intent during my tenure has been properly communicated. Ooh, wait, hold up. This is Intervallo lore? The child gave a faint smile, then began descending the spiral staircase alongside the prodigy. It was indeed no false alarm. A squad of people, all dressed in bright blue gear, hold up, we saw these guys in the trailer, was wandering through the gallery of art installations. Though it was quite a spacious hall, they were threading their way between sculptures with extra caution. Uninvited guest question. Has the location ever been recorded before? By the looks of it, we've just walked into one of the Ring's galleries. No, I think we might have stepped wrong somewhere along the way. This might be the first time this location's been observed. And from the tense anxiety... Whoa, wait. This location? The tense anxiety tingling in their voices as they talked to each other. It was clear that they had stumbled in here by accident. Wait, this is probably after Canto 9 takes place then. Hey, who knows? Might be one of those places where no one survived to deliver the report. Yeah, that's not something you want to be like, oh, wait, yeah. Greetings. There's been a recent influx of guests in the same uniform as yours. Uh-oh. Could it be that you are their colleagues? If only you had made group reservations ahead of your visit, I would have prepared a more structured curation for our visitors. I don't suppose you were terribly interested in that. Great, I suppose he's the one who caused all those no-return exceptions. Prepare to engage. None. My, it seems today's guests are quite impatient. The strangers in blue. The stranger in blue? Hold up, the blueprint? No, I'm kidding. Their weapons braced for a fight, but the child returned their hostility with grace. A graceful, amicable bow. Allow me to introduce myself first. I am Hong Lu, maestro, and the proud owner of this gallery. A private gallery, I might add. We rarely receive guests who lack even the faintest connection to this establishment, let alone an invitation or reservation. Still, I will always view the expanding accessibility of art to the public as a positive development, regardless of how it occurs. Art? What? Is this what they call these bone chunks? Let's not provoke him. I think we just walked into a corporist gallery of the ring. I don't want to find out how he'll react to negative reviews of his work. No. This is most wonderful. That a complete layperson could possess the knowledge of the art movement I spearhead. So, we're good? It is true that many without the predilection toward gore find it difficult to appreciate the aesthetic philosophy of corporatist art. As much I desire to invite many to delve headfirst into this artistic discipline, I mourn the reality that there are restricting hurdles that prevent understanding. That is why I have sought out a new avenue of contemplation, the day I became a maestro. Knowingly or not, every corner, even side, every surface of your lives is touched by movements of art. Callisto, this isn't the library. Talking about I can't speak. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to play the game if I was doing the same challenge that Frey Chikama was doing. Guys, I don't think I'd be able to play the game. I think all the IDs would be, like, taken from me. If I could weave and coalesce those slightest brushes into a singular, all-encompassing masterpiece, something that could move the hearts of all fellow men, yes, then I could be said to have created the true magnum opus of the century. And that was the child's honest, genuine belief. As others placed the blame upon him for the movement's struggles, for the absence of its anchor, he slowly faded away from the mainstream and become a has-been so far removed from his prime. But even after he arrived at the House of Spiders, he never once stopped creating his art for that singular purpose. Wait, so the only reason that Callisto was ever in this place was just because, like, he, like, made his magnum opus and then people were like, yeah, but, like, I don't know, could you, like, do more? And he kind of, like, abandoned them. Like a true ally, I said in chat that you weren't that bad. Oh no. Oh no. He's not even washed? Yeah, he's not even washed. He was still working on his artwork. Like, I guess he just willingly left. Art that could be understood and appreciated by every resident of the city, even those without the slightest connection to the discipline. A thread that makes kindred souls out of all humanity. Dude, this is why he loved it so much when Hohenheim was like, yeah, I know what art is. And the end of that lone red thread was looped at the tip of his fingers, the culmination of his endeavor. Yo. Also, look, he's got the little... Hong Lu's hair is important, chat. The little band here is important, because he kept that and his eye. Think about it. This thread is twinned threefold from the tendons of the right heel cord, taken from a certain material that flickered my first light of inspiration. Yo! Wait! Twinned threefold. It's twinning thread. The thread that ties him to the House of Spiders? The thread that ties him to Ryushu? But also, the thread that ties him to the people that we're gonna see in the Intervallo. Hold up. Callisto stocks have gone up. That's another you vindication, actually. True! Callisto stocks have gone up. The subject matter, deconstructions, and renovation. That's why I think Callisto wasn't supposed to die. I don't think Callisto was meant to die. He was meant to live. That's why they sent the frauds over there. That's why they sent The frauds, not as in, like, frauds to us, but frauds to, like, the company. That's why they sent Alyssa and Hohenheim. They wanted Alyssa to die so Hohenheim would lock in just enough to survive. But that's also why they didn't want Hohenheim to go in the first place. Let's follow the thread, shall we? Please, do join me as each artwork of my au revoir tells its tale and slowly familiarize yourself with it. Ah. Dog, why do they got the 854 signals? Wait. Is this... they're all organic tissue? The readings are coming from... they're above us. No, under us. Wait, no, behind the curtains. Inside the pillars. They're everywhere. And now, we together witness the moment of convergence. Excitement pulsing through the machine... his machine body. The child gently tugs on the thread. And the two lost souls, unwitting and unwilling participants to his performance, watch helplessly as a red and pale something, hold up, emerges from every surface around them with a discomforting din. The child's research, his studies, honed and perfected over many years in the House of Spiders. Yo! This is disgusting. Who in their right mind would call this art? Oh, please, don't give up so quickly. May have culminated in yet another failure. Now the show begins. But it may be that failure, and the like no matter. Maybe failures and the like no longer matter to the child. For he is but a madman, a maestro who has long since forgotten his once desperate desire to be understood, to be acknowledged. The lack of acknowledgement from the audience only signifies the dullness of their sensibilities, after all. He had faith that one day someone will arrive with due recognition. Title: Corpus Theater. Do enjoy. Hair ties him to his family. It's really important in China. Like, really important? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yo, Corpus Theater? The amazing digital corpus? Oh, hey, there's Faust Facetious. Look at that. I didn't see that before. There she is. Alright. Let's also, I guess, uptie him again. Oh my gosh, I don't have thread. It's so over. Actually, you know what? What are the Season 7 uptying and thread spinning shard universals? Are these, like, worth anything, chat? Universal thread? Okay, yeah, I'll use the universal thread. Yippee! Alright, let's level him up. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to use the Intervallo as a way to get tickets. Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. He is not gonna get to the first scream of Dawn Hate Crime before the end of the stream. Oh no. No, don't worry. We got this, chat. We got this. We're gonna get through this. We will do this. Why is... oh, okay. Okay. You can see I have, like, 4 XP from the fact that I did not do anything. I like, went to, like, the second stage. How did they insert scream in that sentence? What? Only for uptie, unfortunately? Oh, okay, that's good then. Then I can use it for the right thing. Zek is not gonna get everything in the award board and is not prepared for future updates, folks. Oh, no. Oh, wait, actually, hold up. Speaking of not being prepared, give me literally, like, 2 seconds to be back. I forgot to get my yogurt. I literally took it out of the fridge and was going to put it down next to my desk, but I guess I put it somewhere in between. Hold up, I'll be right back. I'm back, don't worry. I just had to get my yogurt. Zach did not get his yogurt. What type of yogurt? It's one of those, Kobani flips. It's strawberry cheesecake flavors. Here, let me... Uh-oh. It ripped weirdly. Alright, here, let me open it. Alright. So basically, it's a yogurt, but it's got little, like, solid things, you know? Here. It's got little, like, solid things. So I pour the solid things in, and then I mix it into the yogurt. It's pretty cool. Yogurt break? Well, it's not really like a yogurt break, more just like now I have my yogurt here. Been walking down this absolutely massive hill, totally ignoring the fact I'm gonna have to walk back up it eventually. Oh no. Dude, that's like that one beach where like they like charge like $3,000 to like rescue you when you like walk down it. By the way, Zach, every ring ID gives you a 20% currency boost, except the new ring IDs, which give 40. Oh. Yeah, but I don't want to use Ring Otis. Like, I don't want to... Like, I don't care enough to use Ring Otis. Like... Okay. She's there. Got it. The beach that makes you old? True! They should make... For some reason, I was literally just about to say they should make a beach that makes you old, but I don't know how they would do that. I don't even know what that means. They should, though. They should, though. They should make a beach that makes you old, chat. I think it'd be pretty cool. Dude, unobservable. The House of Spiders. You don't have to field her, you just have to put her on the loadout. Oh, wait, yeah. Dude, this is crazy. Why is Sinclair here? Oh my god, wait! Wait, twinning threads! Twinning... Oh my gosh, wait, chat. Unironically, I think this is foreshadowing. I think this is foreshadowing for the fact that the two most important people to the story, or like to the two Limbus companies, like either rise or downfall, are gonna be Sinclair and Gregor. Sinclair, because, like, the whole Blue Man group and all that stuff, and Sinclair's gonna lead all the other marked people to the, like, Blue Man group, and that's how they're gonna, like, break away from the company. And then Gregor, who's, gonna, like, kill Dante, and, like, kill, like, Rhodia, and, like, he's gonna go bug mode. Oh my god, it's twinning? What? What do you mean? Hold up, Cheeky sent me an audio.
Zach, it's twining. Like twining, like intertwined, two threads
twining
together. Twining.
Twining. Chat, it's twining. Twining thread. I get it. It's twine. Twining. I don't know. Twine. I mean, twinning makes sense too. It's two threads, chat. It's two threads. Twinning, twining. Like, it's both. It can be both. But I guess, yeah, twinning, or twining does make more sense. Twining. Twining doesn't feel like a word anymore. Yeah, it doesn't. It's like... Twining. It sounds like whining. Twining. When can we kill Zach? What? Zach is illiterate? Oh no. Why does Wei want to kill me? See, this is why the Northern Lion cruise would have never worked. Because Northern Lion's fan, one of the people was gonna probably just kill him. If Northern Lion had 1,000 of his fans on that cruise ship, one of them would have done it. I can't even do the Mast3r Zak cruise. Because if Wei is on that ship, he'll just gonna kill me. But yeah, I think that these two characters are gonna be, like, the most important, I'm realizing, for the, like, the two groups of, like, Limbus. Like, because eventually, as we know from Future Sinclair, not everyone's still in Limbus Company. So yeah. Just lock in? True. That's what Northern Lion... Did you guys know that Northern Lion canceled the Northern Lion Super Cruise? It's crazy. He, like, thought about it for, like, 2 days and was like, wait a second. Like, they're going to kill me? But actually, more realistically, he thought somebody else is going to die. But it is kind of funny that, like, he did realize, wait, somebody's gonna kill me. Somebody's gonna kill me. Like, immediately when he announced that, people were like, yeah. Because, I mean, to be completely fair, like, I know it's like, oh yeah, it's just a joke. Like, oh yeah, no one's actually gonna do that. You're telling me you take a group of like 1,000 people who are super fans of a streamer who is charging like $2,000 for a single ticket for this cruise. You're telling me, and they're all like kind of like Gen Z, like this economy. Think about it. In this economy, chat, do you not think that one of those people is like, you know what? I already kind of like gave up on life. I'm never gonna get a job. I'm never gonna like do this. Like, I'm never gonna own a house. Like, you know what? Why don't I just like kill my favorite streamer? Like, I can very easily see someone just deciding to do that. Like, you know what? While we're at sea, I'm just gonna jump him. Like, while we're in international waters, I'm just gonna jump Northern Lion and kill him. Because, like, you know what? What else is there to do? I'm not saying I would, I'm just saying I could see how someone would, like, actually do that. And I think, like, it is a very high chance that someone would actually just do that. Especially if you have another, like, 999 people on that cruise who cheer you on while you're doing that. Like, they would, I think that if someone started rushing Northern Lion, I think that, like, at least, like, 100 people around them would go, yeah! Yeah! Just because, like, I don't know, for the bit. Just for the bit, you know? I feel like there are enough people in this world who will just do something like that because it's funny. So, yeah. Do you think he'll start the Intervallo in the first hour of the stream? Oh no. Well, anyways, you're in a graveyard, Cheeky. It's time to start the funeral. I'll timestamp the killing Northern Lion rant. Oh no. But yeah, he took my idea. The Mast3r Zak cruise has been my idea. So, like, you know, that was always I don't know who, but yeah. See, the trick is, I have been watching a lot more Northern Lion lately, so, like, genuinely, when he announced the Northern Lion cruise, part of me was like, would I be able to get $2,000 to go on the Northern Lion cruise in time? Because think about it, chat. It's a business expense. It is a business expense for me to go on the Northern Lion Super Cruise. I am a streamer. I can justify that as a business expense. It's just, can I get $2,000? That's the question. Can I get $2,000 in a year? Can I get $2,000? Like, think about it though. It would literally be a business. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna like collab with like Northern Lion and be like best buds with Northern Lion after it. No, I'm gonna record a bunch of videos and be like, I'm on the Northern Lion Super Cruise. That's what I would do. And then bam, I post them when I get back. Easy. Zach, Ham Ham Pang Pang would also be a business expense? Yeah, but we're not gonna kill Kim Ji-hoon at Ham Ham Pang Pang. Like, that's, like, if you're not understanding the optics, Cheeky. I am able to get a video of this very popular streamer's, like, death, basically. Like, their last moments. Do you know how many news articles, you know how many sources are going to be paying me real money so that they can use my footage of this man's untimely and unfortunate and unforeseen, like nobody could have seen this coming, like death? It's crazy. Actually, I'm gonna be completely honest. I wasn't thinking about any of this. I just realized this now. I'm like, dang. I just now realized. Like, if it actually happened, I should have gone. But yeah, no, if it was the Germa cruise, I would have... If Germa announced a $2,000 cruise, I would have actually, like, gone. I still would have needed to, like, you know, get the $2,000, but, like, I don't know. I kind of like watch Northern Lion as like second monitor content, whereas Germa is like, I gotta, you know, salute the flag, you know? Zach, you can't say that online? Yes, I can. It's funny. What do you mean? It's so funny. Guys, okay, I'm only talking about this like this because Northern Lion himself said that, like, he was like, you know what, if I get killed on the cruise, like, I would have been asking for it. Like, this is Northern Lion we're talking about. I'm not talking about some, like, person who would be, like, upset by this. I'm talking about Northern. He's talking about this while we're at a funeral? True. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying perfect attention. I wasn't aware you were planning on filming his death. No, I wasn't planning this. I just came up with this idea right now, and I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. This doesn't count as having started the Intervallo? Dang it! Alright, we'll get into the Intervallo. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would have been, like, tragic, and, like, it would have been, like, a catastrophe, but, like, you know what? If I was there and I was already filming, like, all I'm saying, I'm not gonna turn off the camera when something interesting happens. No, I'm kidding. No, realistically, though, I probably wouldn't have gone. I don't, like... I don't know. That is also just scary from the perspective of, like... Realistically, Northern Lion's gonna be protected by, like, all the ship security. You know who's not gonna be protected? All of the other people on board. All it takes is one Northern Lion fan to make a -2 joke, and then it's all over. A funeral was held for oh wait, yeah, Martin died. I forgot about that. And the LCE researchers today. Dude, they put them in the body incinerator. Look at this. They're getting burned. This is the Squid Game's body incinerator. But yeah, a funeral was held for Martin and the LCE researchers today. I thought I'd seen more than my fair share of deaths throughout my journey with the Okay, Dante, you did not care about these people at all. Dante, I know for a fact you were, like, going through the facility during Canto 9 being like, golly, good thing we didn't know anybody. Oh, wait, who are you? And then it was Alyssa, the person we know, and he was like, huh, I don't really know you. I'm glad you're alive, though. Oh, no. Also, like... As you can tell, I'm, like, kind of, like, off today. I will say, I don't think lettuce absorbs the Adderall well. I'm kind of, like, really hyper for, like, no reason. But, like, not... I don't know. It's weird. Dante remembers a list. Actually, I think it's probably because I took an off day yesterday. I didn't take it for one day, so it, like... I think I'm supposed to take it every day. That makes sense. Dante is aware that Faust let Dante kill Martin. True! Oh, yeah. But never before had I witnessed this many people gather in one place to mourn the deceased together. The unfamiliarity made me feel a bit out of place. Dante's never been to a funeral before? Actually, is that true? Is that true? Yeah, I guess we've never stayed long enough to actually have people mourn. Also, make sure to like the stream, wink wink, nudge nudge, so it can get spread to more people. They're feeling guilt because Dante is a man, unlike Kathy and Queequeg. Oh no. I mean Martin. I was gonna say, Cheeky. I was gonna say. That's crazy. That's crazy. Also, not mourning Ryushu's dead child. You can't say that about Dante. Funerals are primarily an N-Corp thing? Really? N-Corp holds funerals? Am I doing this right? Dog, N-Corp? I was gonna say, like, man, I wanna live... No, I don't want to live in N-Corp. I forgot that N-Corp is literally Nazi Germany. So, yeah, no, I don't think I want to go there. Well, Dante didn't kill Araya. Most of the sinners seem to be feeling that similar sense of being out of their element as well. Some of them were asking Mersalt, apparently the most knowledgeable of them at all when it came to funeral processes and etiquette, all manner of questions for pointers. Oh, okay. N-Corp has funerals. Funerals are very human. That's true. That's true. T-Corp and U-Corp had funerals. Sinclair buried his parents, so presumably K-Corp too? Oh, okay. I don't know why he's confused about the funerals then. Because, like, he also allegedly has them. Expressing respect is the primary purpose. Hand placement and gestures are unimportant if that objective can be accomplished. Hey, where do I put this? Beneath the third pillar to the right. Can't any of you quit chattering for 1 second? Have you all forgotten the instruction to carry yourself with solemn propriety that benefits the occasion? Cut me some slack. I haven't been to funerals at all that much. I mean, I did tell you to read the manual. I even underlined the important parts for you. Okay, guys. Like, I gotta pull a, like... Also, why is her name Ishma? Ishma. Is the Ishmaeli doll? Ishma. I thought her name was Ishmael. Why has she got a thing that says Ishma? Wait, do all the sinners have missing letters on their coats? It's cut off? Is it? I don't know, it looks like there's just like a space. Ishma. The Ishmaeli. It's Ishmaeli. Sorry, Ishi. The wall of text was just too much for me. My focus started fizzling out from page 30 onwards. True! Hadn't every sinner here attended a funeral before? Back when we set foot in that grim manor in T-Corp? True! Ah, thou speakest of the funeral held in young Heathcliff's manor, dost thou not? That one befit of the dead. True! Not only... Okay, this is a big moment, chat. This is a big moment. Not only does Heathcliff stand up for Dawn, Dawn stands up for Heathcliff. Let's go. Oh, befrit means that, like, the one without any dead. The one bereft. The one dude, I'm losing so many IDs. Bereft of the dead? I mean, someone had to have died, because there wouldn't have been a property dispute big enough to involve the Ufi Association's notarization otherwise. I've said this time and time again, but it was just an intentional anonymity to prevent family strife. Chat. What if she knows? What if she knows? What if that's why she brought it up? What if she knows, chat? What if she knows? Hold up. Dude, Ishma pissed me off so bad. Why does it say why does it stop a mile away from the hem? True! I bet my fanfiction is less than 30 pages? Oh no. Intentional anonymity, is it? Wait a second, chat. The River of Lethe! Chat. What if she is unable... Remember, Jia Shichun was looking for a way to prevent, like, the memories. Like, the aging and death. Like, you know, the both mental and physical. What if the secret power, the secret ability of the River of Lethe is the ability to never forget, like, ever, once you like, even if something's been erased from reality, like, you can't forget it. And, like, she's like, got something in the back of her mind that's like, wait a second. If the situation was indeed as thou sayest, then there was no helping it, forsooth, yet 'tis a pity that the dead wasn't named at their own funeral. The name of the deceased was... Heathcliff, you can say it. You can say it. You can say it, Heathcliff. Please. It was Catherine's funeral. She was very dear to Heathcliff. Wait. Didn't Dante, like, keep this hidden from Heathcliff that they knew? Wait. Didn't Dante, like, keep this a secret? Uh-oh. Dog, Heathcliff's gonna go. Dog, he's gonna realize. I have thoroughly reviewed the past 5 years' worth of local newspapers pertaining to the matter, yet no such name relevant to the case was identified, manager. ... It's fine, Clockhead. At least you remember. That's good enough, innit? Aww. Why is this important? This is scary. Why is this being brought up again? Why are we being told to remember, hey, Catherine died? Wait, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. What does this mean? What does this mean? I'm scared. I'm scared. Why are we being told to remember Catherine? I guess, like, Araya not being erased kind of, like, ties into this. It had to be the Golden Bow's influence somewhere along the way. Everyone's memories of the event at Wuthering Heights had become warped. I was thinking earlier how messed up it is that Dawn got scammed so hard in the contract. Limbus Company has Catherine all primed and ready to be revived one day. Same with Araya, presumably. True! True! I wonder what was Dawn's contract. Doesn't she have, like, 7,000 dreams? Oh no, those are, like, adventures she had in the past. Ishmael dug up her own grave contract? Ishmael dug her own grave contract-wise, but Dawn just got scammed? True. Dog. That's why she's gonna break out. That's why she's gonna be like, you know what? I'm taking my father back. Wait a second! Wait a second! We don't know what her contract was, right? Oh, she was promised to see the flaming timepiece? Oh. No, it was her promised timepiece. Was it the flaming timepiece? I don't think... Wait a second. Because I still do not believe that Dante is her promised timepiece. I think that's not true. Hold up, let me... I don't think... Here, if it does say flaming timepiece, that means that, that, like, confirms that, hold up. Promised timepiece. Yeah, okay. No, it was the promised the promised timepiece. Yeah. Yeah. You are Don Quixote. You called me a promised timepiece then. Indeed, you must be the promised timepiece. I think Dante's not the promised timepiece. I think Dante's not the promised timepiece. The clock, the visions of a promise. She says flaming timepiece at the river, and then Virgilia says you will see the promised timepiece you saw at the river. Stop looking it up. Oh. Wait. Zach, I rewatched this Canto this morning to do the Intervallo. Oh no. You must come with me, for this journey demands your company. In return, when the time is right, the promised timepiece shall come to be by your side. You are bound by a promise, just as I am. Hold up, chat. Wait a second. By your side. The promised timepiece. promised timepiece. I don't know. I'm confused. The sinners seemed to think that the golden bough had always been there in that manner, and that Nellie was coaxed into stealing it by Herman. Linton, in their minds, was now a grieving brother who had been conducting research for his dead sister's sake. Nobody questioned it. Not Don Quixote. Why is Don so important? Chat, you guys are saying pay attention to the Intervallo, don't theorize. Not Don Quixote. Why is she the first one? Like, Faust should be... Why Don Quixote? She promised to live on and dream in his stead. Then when she loses her way, the promised timepiece will get her back on that path. Huh. I think the promised timepiece is Heathcliff still. I think that the... Because remember, Heathcliff was going to be turned into a toy clock. Remember that. Zach, you're like an art teacher trying to find random meanings in art? Dude, I literally got Honglu forehead theory. No, you can theorize, I just knew the exact wording of that scene. However, the fact it said not Don Quixote is crazy. True. Nobody questioned it. Every single sinner believed the twisted version of the memory as if it was proven fact. I think this is implying stuff. I think that this is implying that A, it could be the Dawn and Heathcliff being like best buds thing. B, it's Dawn like having specific things with that she's able to do with memory because she drank from the River Lethe. Zach, did you get the new furry Rhodia yet? I have not, sadly. I spent 40 pulls and got nothing. Heathcliff and I gave up trying to correct them. Instead, we just check in on each other's memories every now and then. Because if there's something that he and I realized, it was that anything tied to Catherine had already been painted over. Every detail, glided and glossed over with the glow of the bow. Oh no. The point is, how should I put this? The circumstances of that funeral didn't exactly leave us much room to properly express our condolences back then. I guess it's just because she has issues with memories, but then why would they say Faust? Exactly. I think that's... Between Heathcliff running on a rampage and that Hindley guy... And that Hindley guy bent on interfering with the execution of the will. I assume that sort of impediment was pretty common stuff for funerals, but apparently not, huh? No, well, I think it's actually rare to see a place that follows proper funeral procedures. I've traveled around quite a bit myself, but I can't confidently say that I've ever been to a legitimate funeral. The one at Wuthering Heights was one of the more proper funerals, if only for pretending to have a process. They at least prepared a coffin and even had a formal reading of the will. Erased across all mirror worlds, so the Faust cord also got messed with, probably? Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. But why Dawn? I think Dawn because she's tied to memories, and Faust because Faust knows everything is plausible. It's just kind of strange. See, Dawn being tied to memories is a very interesting thing. Because you'd think that would have stopped at, her getting her memories back. But the River Lethe might give her... I don't know. Unless there's a Faust that exists outside the mirror worlds? It seems the funerals are far from being an everyday custom in the city. Funerals are considered a rather extravagant practice here as well. Corporations are not eager to grant time off just because an irrelevant someone has died, and the price of real estate seldom makes it viable to buy land to erect memorials, houses on it. Then, what other options do people usually have? We used to just leave them where they died. After one night's sleep, the bodies were gone, just like that. Better than paying loads of money to bury him somewhere just to have that stir up a load of daft rumors, eh? Heathcliff, you're like the one sinner who's you're like one of the 3 sinners who's able to afford an actual funeral. Heathcliff, no! Heathcliff, you are rich. Rumors? You know, rumors about there being valuables buried with the bodies, or an arm being some fancy prosthesis. All that rot. Yo, grave robbers? Also, if they want to make it about memories, Ryushu's far more similar to Heathcliff's situation than Dawn. True! But there's no way Ryushu would remember, you know. I don't know, it's just weird. I screenshotted that, and said, I'll be thinking about this sentence for too long. True! Better to let the dead go in peace than to bury them in a grave just for some sods to later desecrate it. In Hongyuan, people tend to set up graves if they have enough room to spare. Of course, there wasn't a guarantee they wouldn't lose the burial room by the next restructuring day. Yeah, but what about Dang Yuan Yuan? Hohenheim scoffed and hung his head. A toy's foolishness. All of it. A toy's? Zach, do you think Heathcliff might get the Matthias ID? No, it's gonna be Otis. I'm pretty sure that, the Kira Ishmael ID said that Otis was gonna be, yeah. Yeah. I don't think he was rich. It's like a pet being in a rich family. Sure, they'll take care of, but they need... Well, yeah, I agree. Heathcliff wasn't rich, but he is rich now. He does currently own Wuthering Heights. Wait, actually, yeah, that does confirm it. Wait, no, that 100% confirms it. Because the only issue with Heathcliff potentially owning Wuthering Heights was the fact that Catherine's death makes it so that Linton theoretically didn't own... have a family tie to the Ershaw family when the house was in his possession. However, the fact that the funeral still happened the exact same way does mean that Heathcliff does own Wuthering Heights. He's kind of rich now that he owns a haunted mansion. Okay, but, that's like saying Simon P. Jones from The Blue Prince isn't rich because he, owns a haunted mansion. Heathcliff owns the right and title that is applied to both, might I add, Wuthering Heights and the Edgar estate. He owns both Linton's mansion and Wuthering Heights. He owns 2! I said he is kind of rich. He is. What would you say the best Heathcliff ID would be? I still think that Hindleycliff would be cool, but everyone hates me for that, so I guess not. Comforting the souls of the departed? Another mendacity. All those funds so carelessly squandered, all for the purpose of furnishing the living with a fragile excuse to cling on. Are those words from his heart, or just something said to convince himself? Whichever was the truth, I couldn't see the look on his face, with his head tucked so low. The funeral didn't last long. Yeah, well, if his head is tucked low, that means those probably aren't the truth. It was just a brief moment of silence, followed by a few quick goodbyes that were shorter still. The ceremony came to a close once Alyssa, who was still in recovery, came to pay her final respects. The flames devoured the coffins of Martin and the other researchers, announcing the end of their existence with the crackle of firewood. Oh no. I thought it was gonna play the funny theme. I was so, I suppose you'll be leaving now? Oh. Oh right, we gotta get back to Hong Yuan to spend another year in H Corp. Yippee! A year in Dang Yuan Yuan! We're staying until Gregor's stable enough to travel. Dante says we'll remain here until Gregor's condition settles. Gregor came to his senses a few days after his unforeseen metamorphosis in the battle against the Thumb Nurse Father. Metamorphosis? He was given a checkup, and Hohenheim said there is no cause for concern. Never understood why anyone thought he didn't still own that house. They clearly said in that canto with Kathy erased, Heathcloth? What am I saying? Heathcliff still got taken in, and if Heathcliff didn't own the property... Yeah, no, he does. Then who freed Nellie? True! He couldn't have broken her contract without consequences? True. It's crazy that Heathcliff freed Nellie and none of the other maids. Actually, I think probably they're all dead, but, like, I don't know. Imagine still being employed at Wuthering Heights and you can't leave. Physically, that is. The psychological assessment Actually, you know what? Unironically, if you were one of the maids still working at Wuthering Heights, you probably wouldn't want to get fired. Or wouldn't want to get, like, your contract broken. Just because, like, if no one's living at Wuthering Heights except for you, you're kind of the de facto owner of Wuthering Heights. You just gotta, like, make sure it's, like, cleaned and stuff. They got wild hunted? All of them? Huh, maybe. I don't know. No, I'd hide in the closets. To be fair, if you're still forcibly employed and no one else lives there, then it's just your big house. That's what I'm saying. And, like, getting another job would kind of suck. Physically, that is. The psychological assessment of turned up disastrous, to say the least. Gregor was declared unfit for combat deployment for the time being. So, you won't be leaving just yet? Good to know. Then I assume you'll be okay with us borrowing Sinclair for a while. Huh? Me? Yes, you. The LCE wants to look into the sign you manifested, Sinclair. True! The higher-ups didn't waste a second green-lighting the project, which means what I'm telling you is more of a notice of investigation than a request for permission. This is more evidence to the fact that they didn't know that Sinclair was gonna do this. This is just more evidence that, like, oh wait, Callisto was supposed to survive, and Alyssa was supposed to die, and Hohenheim was supposed to, like, just barely survive. Think about it, chat. Sinclair just doing that was not supposed to happen. Sinclair when it's a woman's canto. The endless stream of the dead pouring out of the basement? Yeah, but, like, what if I just, like, hid? Also, Virgilius handled that. Oh wait, did he? I guess now that the Earl King Heathcliff's dead, it's not, like, endless, but, like, that does bring up the question of, like, does it just keep going after if he's dead? Huh? What investigation? What are you? It's just a rather rudimentary instance of a human experimentation. Calm yourself. Human experimentation? Also, I love that human is italicized, but not experimentation. Did you really have to put it like that, boss? Not to worry, Sinclair. A swipe or two on your skin, and maybe some talk therapy, and that's all there is to it. Of course, if we had your consent, the avenues of research could be vastly... No! I'm not giving you my consent! For your reference, the other departments have also submitted some quite enthusiastic requests for research and observational purposes. Oh, you have no idea. We had to get Boss to fend off the LCA's Mirror World Observium department and their hissy fits. Mirror World Observium? They wanted to be the first ones to get their hands on you and spearhead the research, you see. Haha. Zach, do you think in the future we might get a 13th Sinner? Yes. I think Dante and the 13 will be by their side. Damien in that alley. And had we allowed them, they'd have kept you for a good few months before letting you go. So the least you could do is to thank us and be a good boy and cooperate. Ah, just in time. Our researchers are here. Oh no. They're gaslighting him. They're gaslighting Sinclair. They're calling him a good boy and telling him to cooperate with them. Oh no. Alyssa waved at the researchers, who were filling out of their funeral hall after paying their respects. It wasn't long before Sinclair found himself surrounded on all sides. Wait, I'm perfectly capable of walking there on my own, so just don't run any painful tests on me. True! No, this is true. Of course. Stay strong, Sinclair. Oh, stay strong, Sinclair. Bro is going for a health checkup. Dante, what are you talking about? I was gonna make a joke, but actually Cromer did actually say those exact words. Oh no. That is terrifying then. Alyssa calling Sinclair a good boy and to obey them? Yeah. I think Sinclair might be, like, traumatized. Sinclair got too many people in his life doing that to him. All I could do was offer an unspoken encouragement to Sinclair, who sounded ready to collapse into full-blown panic in any minute. What about you? You not going with them? Oh, it's back to the long-term recovery ward for me. I always thought scientific research was the one thing that flamed my passion, but with the recent events having introduced me to the merits of paid sick leave, I realized that time off beats research projects in my book. Marginally. Enjoy it while it lasts. I highly suspect that every request for paid time off submitted by our department will be rejected for the rest of the year. Well, it's true your average corporation doesn't give more than a week off a year. As soon as Alyssa trudged off with her dragging steps, the researchers seized Sinclair and carried, him away. Oh no. Sinclair's into it, just probably not from Alyssa. True, probably not from, like, the sterile, like a research department team. Oh no. Faust book name in German is Heinrich Faust. Yo, Heinrich Cromer? Wait a second, what if Faust is a clone, like, cause you know how she's the homunculus, right? What if Faust is just a clone of, like, Heinrich Cromer, and we're like, ah, yes, this is Cromer's father, and then it's like Faust. In English, it's John Faust? Oh, that's so funny. He was down for it in the alley. I doubt the location matters. Oh, no. That's true. Oh, no. I have an open wound due to dogs biting my hand? Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Plagius. You should definitely get that treated, if you haven't already. Alright, we should get going, too. Oh, do you all have somewhere else to be? Well, I thought I'd go visit Gregor. I'm worried about him. Got something I said I'd help with. Gotta be there for it. What did Heathcliff say he had to help with? I'm going with Sinclair to get some rest. Also to keep an eye on the researchers and stop them if they try anything fishy with the experiments. Boat! Boat! Let's go! Boat, Ishmael, boat! Also, she has a mark as well, that's why she's going here. She has a mark of Cain. Let me know later if you need anything, Dante. Boat! The sinners fanned out into different directions. What did Heathcliff have to go do? What the heck did Heathcliff have to go do? I got something I said I'd help with. Let's see, which of the sinners did Heathcliff go with? Heathcliff went with Gregor and Rhodia. But Hong Lu is saying that he's going to Gregor, so he's not going to Gregor. I was so distracted by Ishmael caring about Sinclair that I didn't notice Boat the first time. True! They each seem to have their own errands to run during our stay at LCE. Everyone's busy with their own thing. The only one keeping me company now were Ryushu, who'd been filling the air around thick with cigarette smoke, and Don Quixote! True! who was sniffing and asking around every corner for Vespa in a valiant quest for the new color's fixer's whereabouts. Foss was still here too, staring blankly into the air. Is she accessing the Gesellschaft? You seem to have some time to spare, manager. As I stood there, wondering what I should do next to pass the time, Hohenheim, who had apparently finished tackling and signing the stack of papers, walks over to me. This makes things rather convenient. There are some things I had intended to discuss with you and Tsunoryushu, a matter that requires your assistance. Oh no. I want to cut through the grass, but I don't want to literally step on a grave? Yeah, that would be a bad idea, Cheeky. I feel like that would... like... I don't know. The optics aren't that good. We're in a Limbus Company node called Funeral. The last time you were out and about on stream, you were Magnus archiving. I don't know. What kind of assistance? What kind of assistance, says Clockhead. Wait a minute, did Ryushu just step in as my interpreter? It's not that I don't appreciate her gesture, especially since she'd usually snap at me and tell me to find someone else to interpret whenever the issue came up, but I can't help but doubt whether her choice method of interpretation is actually accomplishes anything. Zach wants me to stay in the dark longer? I don't want you to stay in the dark longer, I just like... I don't know. Stepping on a grave... it's your call. Do you want to theoretically get back faster, but step on a grave in the process? Or... I don't know. I just want to make sure you don't... my goal is to make sure you don't get cursed, or like die, or anything like that. There is, I must admit, a certain novelty in witnessing the reconstruction of which requires interpretation to yet another linguistic form equally demanding of it. It would seem that we are in need of more manpower. Scratching his head, Hohenheim looked around for a moment before coming to a sudden pause, as though the idea crossed his mind. At the end of his gaze was a certain someone who was busy badgering LCCA employees with her relentless questioning. Who else, pray, might know of where he is, if thou knowest not? Now listen closely. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This will go down in history. If thou want to be a villain, number one, thou hast to catch a superhero, or thou hast to catch a color fixer on the run. Now follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make it a sound. No, don't touch that. We are number one. Kindred number one, hey. Kindred number one. Shaking and crying, Dawn never says this. True, Dawn would never say this. She would never be a villain number one. Evil Don Quixote. The one I seeketh is a bearer of hair fashioned and likeness of a bowl. True. You there, why don't you join us too? Huh? Dost thou speak of me? The LCCA personnel, who were cornered by Don Quixote and her rather forceful interrogation regarding Vespa's whereabouts, took the opportunity and fled the scene without so much as a backward glance, the moment their captor turned her head to answer Hohenheim. True! Have we entered the Intervallo yet? Oh no. Dawn wouldn't say villain, she would say fixer. True! Indeed, there is a task that requires your assistance. But I have yet more words trade with the most noble yellow harpoon. You seek to emulate the virtue of chivalry. Does that entail turning down an earnest plea of those in need? Dog, why is he like staring her down? Oh no. For the sake of clarity and distinction, it would be prudent to assign you a different identifier from that of my assistant. You are to be number 2. That is, assistant number 2. Chat. All I'm saying, the only 2 people that have been assistants to Hohenheim, Heathcliff and Don Quixote. Think about it, chat. Think about it. Think about it. They're gonna It's true. He likes provoking her in hopes she'll vamp out over it for some reason. Oh no. Dream mark rotation! True! I don't think they have the mark, because I don't think Heathcliff has the mark, but I think that this is just a little bit more evidence towards the potential post-Limbus Company, like, group lineup. I think this does imply that, yeah. Zach, are you forgetting about his past lover? Who? I'm just saying, like, they're gonna be a group of friends. I'm not implying there's, like, a ship here or anything like that. I have not yet concluded mine exchange with the Yellow Harpoon. But no true knight would abandon those who call for aid. Pray, speak thy question. How may I bid service to thee? Delegating the interpretation of the manager's speech to sinner number 4 is proven to be counterproductive. As such, your task will be to report to me what the manager says. Is Don Quixote also his past lover? His past assistant while he was in LobCorp. Oh wait, yeah, true! That also... Joanne could be a person that has the mark as well. Think about it. So that is true. Yowie and all that. Why is that relevant? I don't know. Oh, that is indeed a simple task. However, this WKOA eludeth mine understanding as well. Prithee, allow me but a little time to uncover its mystery. Relay the manager's word, not Sinner Ryushu's. They are asking you what kind of assistance you need. The request for interpretation was not directed to you, but I cannot deny that your meddling in this present circumstance is a welcome one. Okay, wait a second, chat. Wait a second. That was Dawn, specifically and knowingly. She knew what the question was. She's specifically being oblivious because, you know, they're hiding, they're holding her dad hostage. Think about it. Oh, prithee, I don't know what thou art talking about. I don't know what WOKA means, huh? I need time to think about that. I do not have the interpretation skills of someone such as young Sinclair. Now, if only, maybe my father were here. He was so good at interpreting other people. You don't happen to know where my father is, do you? Do you? How are you liking this Intervallo so far? I think it's good. I like how much Don Quixote's on the screen. Can I say I love your spiteful Dawn voice? True! True! The cadence it gets in these specific moments is so funny. True! That's what she's doing. She's like, It was simply the irrationality and inefficiency of your suboptimal staffing choice and workflow have become sufficiently unbearable. Faust hopes this was not in some gleeful scheme devised to elicit Faust's cooperation. Strowy? Ha! In any case, Manager, this request of mine concerns an investigation onto the back doors located in the House of Spiders. Muffin. I deemed that the two of you should be the ones most familiar with the structure and layout of the house. After all, you were monitoring the entirety of the 5-pronged assault operation, and Sinner Number 4's family does not bear repeating. True. She gets hate crime twice in this Intervallo, and you're not gonna see either tonight, SMH? Oh no. Well, don't worry. Tomorrow and the next day I should be available to stream. Knock on wood. But yeah. Do we go to the House of Spiders right away? House of Spiders right away? You have assisted enough. Perhaps you could help Faust. Sure. Although not word for word, Faust relayed my intention to Hohenheim, who responded by shaking his head. I'm emotionally stunted, so I'm engaging in teenager risk-seeking behavior at 26. True! Cheeky's going to the dark rooms. Also the back rooms! I forgot it said the back rooms! The back doors! No, not immediately, no. There is one more member you should bring along. One more member? Seeing me tilt my head, Hohenheim pushed up his glasses. It's gonna be Heathcliff. The apprentice who was captured alive in the House of Spiders. Kira. Oh, never mind, I forgot it's Kira. Kira. She has regained I almost said regained unconsciousness. Dog, I'm getting no IDs. I'm not allowed to play the Intervallo chat. If I was doing the Frey Chikama challenge, I would not be able to play the Intervallo. Jeez. I would not be allowed. Survivor. Oh no. Check rewards. Oh wait, no, yeah. Bum 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 bum. They got her hooked up to the device. The place Hohenheim let us looked less like a recovery ward and more like an interrogation chamber. OMG, it's so scary. The morgue or whatever it is has giant windows and you can see coffins lined up inside with spooky lighting. Why are they lit up? Oh no. Oh no. Dude, I'm mixing my muffin with my yogurt, and it tastes really good. Though every single medical equipment installed around seemed to be a state-of-the-art, this place looks well-equipped. I gotta do Cheeky Cheldo's side plots more often? True! Probably a direct order from upper management. Although technologies to restore lost body parts are common enough in the city, a facility of this kind is required to preserve the original form of her lower body in the reconstruction process, while keeping the cost reasonable. Why are we saving... Wait, so you're saying we could have probably saved any of the apprentices? Yet we just were like, you know what, we want to spend all this money to get Kira's, like, correct lower body back. Like, dog, why don't we just give her a prosthetic body, but then save all the other apprentices as well? Think about it. Reasonable, huh? Do I want to ask how expensive the other options are, if this counts as reasonable? A windowless room, thick with the sharp scent of medicine and chemicals. Kira was sitting on the bed at the center of the room, kicking her feet as she regarded us. Yo? For someone recovering from a bisection, she didn't look much different from how she'd appeared when I had seen her through the sinner's shared vision. Dude, she's kicking her feet! She's alive! You're not gonna believe this? Gonna send a picture in general? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the Cheeky Cheldo side plot. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's not posted yet. I'll wait. We could have saved Lucio if we weren't worrying about Roach Emperor Gregor. Ren and Sora, not so much. That's true. They chose Kira specifically? Well, they didn't just choose Kira. It's cause of Hong Lu's magical healing medicine. Never forget Hong Lu's magical healing medicine. She was captured alive for the extraction of information, yes? How far along is the process of extraction? Ah, it hasn't yet begun, actually. We were waiting until the lines of formation that warrant questioning can be isolated. So far, all available personnel have been fully engaged in analyzing the documents and items discovered in the House of Spiders. Then, what's she even doing here? There is work to be done, contingent upon information obtained only from recent inhabitants of the House of Spiders. And following a discussion with the upper management, I have decided to put you as the company that... to put you to use as the company had originally intended. No TV, no comic books, just super prickly glares and cold shoulders whenever I ask for something to pass the time. No! My goat can't get her comic books! My goat can't get her TV! No, they're torturing her, chat! This is like white room torture! This is like waterboarding! They gotta give her the comics! They gotta give her the comics! No! No! And now you suddenly need my help, huh? Give me one reason I should cooperate. Hohenheim didn't so much as twitch an eyebrow at Kira's biting tongue. He merely gave her a nod with a steely, imperturbable expression. I didn't ask for your help. Put you to use, I believe is what I said. What? Your survival is not incidental. It is the result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes. Dog, they're gonna profit off of her? What the heck? Kira, you gotta get out of there fast! Without such a forecast on the company's part, you would have already been disposed of. The upper management consists of people who would be disinclined to tolerate the daily maintenance and the deprecation costs of this room, even at half their current numbers. Which brings us to our next point. Should you insist on maintaining this uncooperative attitude, the company may decide to convene a meeting to reassess your worth, or shall we say, lack of thereof, in its projected income statements. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna kill her. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat, you'll never guess? Well, I guess, yeah, you'll never guess because I just showed you. This is what the funeral house that Cheeky's at right now looks like. Cheeky, get out of there fast! Cheeky, get out of there fast! This is they're summoning it's like that one episode of the Magnus Archives where the guy is like in the butcher uniform and he's in the blood red cathedral. Cheeky, get out of there fast! They're gonna raise the dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cheeky, run! Cheeky, run! First time you saw Kira, I thought she was like 12. This Intervallo proved you wrong. I think it said that like all the House of Spiders apprentices were like in their like 20s, right? Well, suffice to say that such a reassessment would skew heavily against your favor. The outcome would be a recommendation for immediate disposal. Hohenheim always had a way with words that could be prickly and sting. But with Kira, it almost felt as if he traded the usual thorn for a sharper knife, intent on twisting it right where it hurt. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out, anyway. It's not like you're gonna let me live. Not after I killed a bazillion of your guys. Kira, you killed 3. You killed 3. Like, imagine if Hohenheim was like, well, you killed 3. Ah, so you anticipate some form of cooperation-level retaliatory response against your person. That is indeed a curious line of reasoning. Then I must tell you that, unlike your typical backstreet syndicates such as the Middle, corporate entities of the city tend to avoid choices that may incur losses. A value of the information that could be extracted from an apprentice of the Middle, and the combat prowess honed under the tutelage of a great brother of the Middle. These two considerations are likely what increased your value in the eyes of the company. Ha! Y'all got zero self-respect, huh? Kira is so ripped, I love her. Oh no. The second ProjectMoon fans see the stomach of anybody, they're like, whoa. Neuron activation. Oh no. You should consider yourself fortunate. Huh? The heck are you on about? Other companies would not solicit your cooperation by means of a verbal exchange. Your interrogation would simply open your cranium, harvest your brain, and extract any and all necessary information without going through the intermediary steps such as this. Even without resorting to such methods, the range of available means to compel the disclosure of the information is practically limitless. Truth serums, hypnotic suggestions, electrical shocks and stimulations, and of course, procedurals utilizing distortions and abnormalities. I don't love her like that. I just think she's cool. Okay. We'll see. PM characters rarely show skin. A lot of skin. Chat, I don't know if I would say that this is a lot of skin. It is like less than a square foot of skin total. This is like not that much. If this were any other gacha game, like, this would be the only part that would be clothed, let's just put it that way. Oh no. That being said, the LCE department prefers to distance itself from such uncivilized approaches that may entail complications and after effects. No barking allowed, chat? Oh no. Cheeky's on the prowl. No barking allowed. I do hope that we share a similar predilection. You're so frickin' annoying, you know that, mister? The feeling is entirely mutual. Leaving the biting chill of threats to sink in, Hohenheim turned towards the exit. Give her some push and bring her along. I don't quite see myself today. No, disregard that. That too was a rather foolish thing to say. Uh-oh. He's gonna lock in? I will defer this matter to you, manager. Work of this sort likely falls more within your capabilities than my own. And with that, Hohenheim stepped out of the room, leaving me to deal with Kira. Her reaction was understandable, given the LCE had only just finished laying its dead researchers to rest. Kira was probably the last person anyone would want to face right now, much less speak to. Whatever, I'm cutting through the grass. I already saw that Blood Fiend funeral home. Yeah, you know what, actually? Cut through the grass, Cheeky. You gotta survive. What should I even say to persuade her? I was still caught in thought when someone, quite unexpectedly, made her way to Kira. Yoshihide? You. Heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. Uh-oh. That's not true. Papa wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me too. That's why he did exactly that, to aim for the enemy's head. Besides, he made the right choice. A little sacrifice ain't a thing in family. Family. Coming from him, a middle mutt thrown out of his kennel. Doesn't it sound ridiculous, even to you? That's... thrown out? That Matthias was on a GB. Was a great brother, only by technicality. Badly. He was still family by name, but underneath it, everyone hoped he'd disappear quietly on his own. He was that family member no one wanted around. True! Yes, I'm being respectful, Lamau. True! Cheeky is cutting through the graves, but she's being respectful about it. Same treatment for me, being his brat. Not surprising it's the ST for the bowl cut, too. Same treatment. Oh no. The bowl cut. Same tastes? Oh, young Ryushu, could it be thou also harbor a passionate zeal for I quickly clapped a hand over Don Quixote's mouth. Oh, boom. It's that one image where, like, is the character grabbing the other one's mouth. I quickly clapped a hand over Don Quixote's mouth as she smoothly chimed into the conversation. Oh, no. So what exactly is your point? The point is you're taking too long. You're taking too long. If you can't decide whether you want to live or die, I can shorten the hesitation. Quit crying or I'll slice your neck clean this instant. What does that mean? Or quit contemplating or something, yeah. Whatever, yeah. Cooperate quietly or I'll snap your neck completely, right this instant. SNYC isn't such a bad way to go if you're keen on taking that loyal axe straight to the grave. This is so crappy. Whatever, I get it, okay? I'll talk if that's what you want so bad. That actually worked? Fixers who go out in a blaze of glory aren't actually the strong ones. It's the ones who survive. The ones who live to see another day and keep getting stronger. Anyway, Yoshihide, what's up with you talking in weird abbreviations? Like SNYC. That's so random. Who even says that? Dog. I'm realizing she sounds like Deku, My Hero Academia. Oh no. It's the strong ones who survive and live to see another day. Oh no. Zach, stop making my sinners roll tails. I'm doing a mirror dungeon. Oh no. Ryushu didn't bother to reply and simply chewed on the mouth end of her cigarette. But is this really the right call? To her, we're probably people she needs to settle a score with. As if. Half her tattoos are gone, Clock. They even confiscated her book. You think the middle sorry excuse for loyalty means so much for the stray that she'll bite us? Oh no. They took her tattoos! They took her tattoos! Besides, no better hero from her instead. Hey, tell me why Matthias kicked the bucket. That's cause Papa was weaker than y'all. True! Cause he was a frog. Actually, I'm pretty sure he was, like, super strong. It's just that, like, his relic did not care about him at all. And also we have, like, the mandate of heaven or whatever. Careful, Zach. Our goat also talks like Deku from My Hero Academia. No, she doesn't. She has like thou with awe. That's not My Hero Beku. What? My Hero Beku. What was I? That's not Deku from My Hero Academia. I mixed the words in my head. My Hero Beku. That's my goat Beku, chat. My goat Beku. Oh no. Yeah, you're the jerk's brat, alright. Kira pushed herself up from the bed with a sour face. But at least she didn't argue back. Oh no. We had the entire distortion detective while fighting Matthias? True. The full might of the distortion detectives. And we called Hohenheim, who'd been waiting outside, back in. I assume the prisoner was successfully persuaded. Come, you will find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of an emergency. What the hell? I can't even unsheath it! Ah, you won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head out to the House of Spiders at once. The back door is up and waiting for us. We made our way to the House of Spiders, with Kira trailing behind us, looking like she was smelling something particularly fishy on us. Verily, 'tis the great fixer, and his name is All Might. Yes, but that's not the same as Deku going, yeah, the greatest hero of them all. His name, All Might. Guys, I'm just a little low on XP. Oh no. It's crazy. They only took some of her tattoos, not all of them. That's crazy that they took any of her tattoos. Guys, I'm just a little low on XP right now. If only I had a little bit more, then maybe, with all our strength combined, I could become the next All Might, the next hero who fights for us all, or whatever. I don't know. I've never watched My Hero Academia. That is, like, crazy, though. Next part is important, Zach. Pay attention. Alright, I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Next part, we gotta lock in, though. Alright. Give me, like, 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Zach, stop. You're making me die of cringe, please. Oh no. Wayfarer, more like Wayfaker. Oh no. Hate. Let me tell you how much I have come to hate Wayfarer. Wait. Dog, I have no IDs. I can't use any IDs. Wayward Pasture would never betray the trains, unlike the rest of this horrible city. That was scary. I was like, why is Dawn here? Wait, why can we use all the sinners? Except for Gregor. Didn't it literally just say that the only people that were with us were Ryushu, Dawn, and Faust? I thought we were gonna go into like a limited sinner fight. I was ready for it, but then they're like, no. Also, wait, I thought this was plus 40. Why is this only plus 20? I hated Wayfarer Company the moment it was introduced. What the heck is Wayfarer Company? The Wafer Company. Chicky's spoiling stuff, can't believe it. Where am I? What's going on? Wait, what am I doing? I'm forgetting. Why is this only plus... Oh, wait, yeah, because I need to get an ID. How do I get someone support? Yes. Somebody... Why does nobody have support? Support Rhodia, go! There we go. Alright, because we're gonna be able to get support Mersault eventually, because the event tokens, but not support Rhodia. Let's see. So, this is only a plus 100. Zach stalling the node? I'm trying to think. I forgot what was happening. Alright, we're gonna do you, no, you. As much as I want bleed synergy, that's fine. You. So this is only plus 100%, but I think it's fine. There's no moment that made the Wayfarer more evil than the moment they decided to attack my trains? What happened? Dude, why they got the driller? Dude, they're taking all his stuff. They're taking all his artworks. Also, his artworks are like dying. Oh, wait, yeah, because Sinclair came in here and went... And then they all died. Only a few days had passed since our last visit, but the place looked markedly different from what we remember. The sign of that hollow, frigid atmosphere and the endless stretch of corridors that hadn't changed. But Callisto's so-called artwork... Okay, Dante, you got a clock for a head. You cannot be beefing with somebody that makes their art out of humans. You cannot be beefing like that. My goat Callisto's art will not be tarnished. The smoke was blue, Zach? True! The smoke was blue! Dude, all I'm saying, hear me out. I've never smoked, I've never vaped, I've never done anything like that, because I'm worried about what it would do to my lungs, and also I just don't want to, like, you know, do that. Like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna do that stuff. But, like, if ProjectMoon made Limbus Company themed vapes based on the smoke war, and based on, like, and one of them was, like, the smoke was blue, and it was, like a blue raspberry flavored, like, Sinclair. It was a blue raspberry and green apple flavored Sinclair, future Sinclair vape. I would buy it. I don't know if I would, like, vape it, but, like, I would buy it. That would be really funny. Like, I don't think I would. Yeah. PM promoting lung damage? True. I don't think I would actually, like, vape it, because, again, it's a collectible, and I don't want to, like, you know... I want to put it up on display and look at it and feel... I would feel more overall pleasure from looking at it over the course of my life than from, like, inhaling it, like, the one time or whatever. Okay, Project Moon is not making vapes. What do you want about it? I'm saying if they did. If they did. Also, yeah, Project Moon's not gonna make vapes, because they make, like, no merch anyways. They need to make more merch. Prithee, who might those people thither be? Among Us! It's the blue Among Us! Oh my god, it's the blue Among Us, chat. Look! Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Dude, it's the Among Us! It's the Among Us, chat! Look! It's the Among Us guy! Point and laugh! Point and laugh! Among Us! Among Us! They got the back room, guys. True! The back rooms! Among Us back rooms! Dude, actually, this suit goes crazy. I like the, like, I like the big hands and, like, the weird... It's the guy from, like, Monsters, Inc. Among Us. Among Us. Huh? Looks like some shady people moved in already. Oh! Dude, it's Hohenheim! Dude, they're Hohenheim's friends! I forget these are, like... Dude, okay, there's something wrong with me, because my brain, the second this was off the screen and on the screen again, my brain told me that this wasn't a human, this was like a silly little guy. This is like how a silly little guy looks. They're like Hohenheim's little friends. Like, that's not a human in that suit, that's just like a silly little alien guy. Enemies in the guise of crewmates! Hate, hate. So, Cheeky, what you're saying is that they are... the imposter? When the imposter is sus. Our guarded reaction prompted Hohenheim to step forward and gesture to one of the oddly dressed figures. Oh no. Yes, I am. Oh no. It seems introductions are in order for both sides. This is team leader Alan from Wayfarer Company. Yo, Alan the Among Us? Named character, who will be working with us on the investigation in the House of Backdoors. Wayfarer Company? A corporate entity partnered with Limbus Company, responsible for providing a portal technology. It has, on prior occasion, been referred to as the new or aspirant W Corp, though the name is an unofficial one. Wait, why are you beefing with Wayfarer Company, Cheeky? They're literally the ones that give us the portal. My name is Alan. I made the portals. It was difficult to sign a contract with Limbus Company. By the way, Zach, have you noticed the sprites have been moving a lot more on screen than they have previously? I have! It's goated. I like this change. I said in Canto 9 that I hope this change is a permanent one, and I'm glad to see that it is. And it's because it's not just me who suffers. What about our beautiful blood fiends? They have a symbiotic relationship with those trains. Oh wait, yeah, no, true. Actually, what about W Corp's blood fiends? That does make me wonder, like, what happened to the elder blood fiends of W Corp? Is there just a Kinder who is just, like, riding the train? Because they want to take away our evil trains. Our employees also have taken to calling you the new Dog! Alan, you weren't supposed to drop that? The new L Corp? It's official? It's official? Our goal is to take over the former L Corp? Let's go! Hold up, or at least on paper, that's our goal. Dias's goals might be a little bit higher than that. Ooh. But on paper, our goal is to take over the L Corp? Let's go! Let's go! Nonchalant lore drops? Bro, we're taking both W's and L's here? Let's go! Hold up, this is crazy. Diaz said she needs 2 wings, Zach. All I'm saying is I think Diaz's main goal is a little higher than that. But for now, hey, L Corp, W Corp. Ah, I remember. That company vying to take W Corp's place, right? The same horizon. He's probably talking about getting recognized as a wing. Dude, wait a second. I'm thinking, wasn't T Corp teamed up with the previous W Corp? Oh wait, but no, they're also teamed up with Limbus Company, so they're probably fine with it. Yeah, okay. It's business is business with T Corp, you know? After all, I read an L as a W? The old L Corp has already fallen, while W Corp, from what I've heard, is free falling at this point. I'm free falling. And these are the managers and the sinners of LCB Department, our field operation unit, frequently deployed to deal with on-site matters firsthand. Cheeky, I understand you like the trains, but think about it this way. The way that their technology has worked, we've had to get into the little bus stations anyways. So they could just make big trains. They still can make big trains, Cheeky. They just don't need to torture people to make them. Think about it. Think about it. I need to read Distortion Detective. The only thing I know about Diaz is that she looks cool and that she owns Limbus Company. Same. That's about all I know, too. And that, she owns Moses. It's like if they opened up a new amusement park over La Mancha Land and banned Blood Fiends. Okay, Cheeky, but you have to understand. Oh wait, yeah, you have the W Corp hat. I forgot about that. I don't have as much of an attachment to the trains. They have more personnel, but the rest are tied up with other duties elsewhere. Only a handful will be joining this investigation effort. I understand. Field operation units are almost always understaffed. Anyway, the support you've provided is more than efficient. Dude, Alan's like our friend. Alan's our friend. Ow! Oh my gosh, he's a person! Dude, he looks like John Magnus. This is what I've, been imagining. Well, not John Magnus. I think John Magnus looks a little bit older, but, these are the vibes that, John Magnus looks like, or something like that. He looks British, is what I'm trying to say. Alan gave an understanding nod. The man slipped off his bulky helmet before exiting his hand in greeting. This guy is like a friend. This guy's a friend, okay? Wayfarer, Door Breach, Team 4 leader. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Alan, leader of Door Breach Team 4. Likewise, the Warp Train is one of the most iconic symbols of the franchise. Well, this just means that the former, W Corp can become, a villain or something like that. Cheeky, I don't think they're going to ditch the, W Corp, alternate dimension stuff. I just think that this... Cheeky, think about it this way. Think about it this way, Cheeky. You hate copyright, right? You hate patents. You hate when one company owns control over one thing and doesn't let anyone do anything with it. If W Corp falls, that means everyone in the city can have access to the horrifying W Corp dimension technology. Think about it like that. If I'm getting in a fight with some random person on the back street, I can just send them to the hell dimension. Think about it like that, Cheeky. W Corp uniforms looked cooler. I think yes, but I think the Wayfarer uniforms look more unique. They are ditching the evil trains. Well, now everyone can have evil trains. Before Foss could even relay my reciprocal greeting, a word slipped out of Alan's mouth in a strangely uneven rhythm, as if my ticking didn't... He's marked. Or... Oh my god, wait, what? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Is he marked? Is Alan marked? Dude, they're lore dropping this new random guy and he's marked? Maybe not like Damien. Oh my god. Oh my god, the suit was blue. The suit was blue. Wait a second. Oh my god. No, but W W Corp's not related to time. T Corp is. I don't know. As if my ticking didn't bother him at all, like he was sticking to a script he had rehearsed. I've heard great things about you, Manager Dante of Limbus Company, and the bus team's performance. Why is he so white? Like, I know he's the one that's lit up in this scene, but like, look how white he is. You capitalize on the suppression of distortions at T Corp as leverage to push your products, and the profits were nothing sort of staggering, I heard. Yo! T Corp's got that money? That green? Hold up! We're making deals with them? Zach, you can't just ask why someone is white? I think I can. Considering... Okay, phrasing. Considering I'm, like, you know... like, basically paler than a sheet of paper. Like, literally, I'm transparent. I'm translucent. T-Corp mentioned. True! Hello, T-Corp Executive Dude, Hubert's in chat! Hubert's in chat! Yo! How's it going, Hubert? Hubert, you gotta tell me about, you and Sonia. I wanna know all the details. He's pale because he's British and doesn't go outside because he's a loser? Oh no. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be distortion resolving specialists to the public, but what's that product part about? The manager says it was merely a matter of luck. They also look forward to working with you on this task. Dude, it's crazy, we're just lying. Oh my god. Us taking over L Corp is our front. Oh yeah, us taking over L Corp is our front. That makes so much sense. Everyone else thinks we need all this stuff, we need all this money, we're making all this deals, we're amassing so much power, wealth, and capital to take over, you know, a wing. Because, you know, the previous L Corp died, and like, oh, like, we don't want that to happen again, so we're like, you know, compensating a little bit more and a little bit more, making more deals, making more things, finding more allies. They don't know, chat, they don't know. Oh, are you the interpreter? In that case, I'll be sure to consult the manager only when both of you are available. Sure. Foss didn't seem particularly pleased with the role Alan pinned on her, but she nodded anyway. She quietly came to my side and answered my earlier question while Alan carried on with Hohenheim. He is referring to the Monolith Sale project. The credit was attributed to the LCB at the express request of Mr. My goat's back! I'm actually tearing up. I'm genuinely tearing up. I'm so happy. Oh my god! Everyone says I was wrong. Everyone says every time I put him in the polls, they're all like, his name's Herbert now. No, he's not. My goat Hubert's back! My goat Hubert! Let's go! Oh my god! He's back! Oh, I gotta not freak out too much. Oh my gosh, Mr. Hubert! Everyone who said it's Herbert now. Look here, look now. View in absolute abject horror as I, Zak, Mast3r Zak, am vindicated once more. Oh. Hubert lives! They killed his evil doppelganger! True! Hubert is alive! Oh, I need to calm down. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Let's go! Oh, so that's how the rumor spread, huh? Hubert lives! Massive Hubert W. We reviewed the agreements. Now I understand you'll be assisting in verifying what lies beyond the back doors. I'd appreciate it if you could share any prior knowledge you have about these back doors, connections, as detailed as you can make them, if you don't mind. Hohenheim fixed Kira with a pointed look. Though Kira responded by defiantly cocking her head in a show of irritation, she still gave up a sliver of the information she had. Honestly, I got pretty much nothing if it's about Robo-Unk and his room. Robo-Unk! Why are they calling him Robo-Unk? My goat Castillo's name is Robo-Unk? She called the Castillo Robo-Unk? Uh-oh. I mean, I guess he is bald. You know what? Robo-Unk. Robo-Unk. Mind you, it's been days and they haven't fixed this typo. I think they've realized that Hubert is a much better name than Herbert. You're not saying his name right either? Hubert? His name's not Hubbard, it's Hubert. I mean, I've seen Albania hit up that door, and the one over there when she was popping out to farm stuff, but... Farm? Oh, it's, gathering material. I see. What kind of material? Human guts and all that. She'd come back hauling piles of them. So they're probably connected to some backstreet area. The backstreets. The back rooms. Any more details? Can you stop prying? You're low-key pissing me off. What? That's literally all I've got. For real. For a moment, Alan leveled Kira with a stiff expression. And even before I could register what had happened, Kira's head jerked to the side from a sudden punch by Alan. Oh no! Uh-oh. Zach, please, not all evil people are British. I didn't know he was evil until he decided to hit a woman on screen. Ugh. I thought she had blood fiend eyes for a second. Uh-oh. Wait a second. What if Kira is gonna die, and then just before she dies, the only person left that can save her, Sancho. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm kidding. Dog, why did he do this? I'm different, I'm woke, I'm based. I hated Alan before he hit a woman. Oh no. I thought Kira was nimble enough to dodge a surprise attack easily, but this one seemed to have caught her completely off guard. She stood there blinking, eyes round in rude surprise. Dude, he used his portal technology? Actually, you know what? I do want a Wayward team. Like, I think that would... I think W Corp having charge combos with more W Corp agents, and Wayward Company having combos with Wayward Company agents would be cool, and I think it would be even cooler if both teams worked worse when they had units, like they had like certain debuffs, but like weird debuffs, where it was like, debuff one character, but buff another character. I think that'd be fun. Like, depending on which Wayward... Depending on if you have more Wayward units or more W Corp units, I think it should, like, debuff one of them and buff the other. Wait a moment. Wait till the moment, Cheeky. What moment? He was vile since birth. Cheeky when British person? Oh, no. He was vile because he resembled Hopkins from Canto 1. My goat Hopkins is coming back! And he's gonna do something crazy. He's gonna be like, I'm actually a father of 3 orphans now. And then everyone's gonna be like, dang, we can't kill this guy. Actually, it wasn't that he caught her off guard. It was the motion of the punch itself that somehow felt off. The fist being raised and the arm be extended. The blow making contact. The chain of actions was there, but it just didn't look normal. Yeah, that's their, like, technology. They, like... Because he, like, warped through reality or something. He looks like Hakuma, who I hate. Oh, no. Did you just hit me? What the hell's wrong with... As Kira reeled from the unexpected strike, Dawn Don Quixote spoke up in a sharp tone. Thou, what manner of discourtesy is this? Ah. With all that whining, I thought the brat could use a lesson to remind her of her place. I had no intention of damaging your company asset, of course. I simply assumed the level of warning would not be inappropriate for this case. He's a little smirking. Oh no. Gang, Hopkins is not coming back, and stupid British Alan should be following in his footsteps. Oh no. Dude, it's actually kind of sad they're making Wayfarer Corp evil on purpose. Things could change, but, you know, first impression, because it makes it less funny for me to keep insisting they're villains. True. Now, I don't sound unreasonable, people are gonna just agree with me, but that's not why. Oh no. What does he look like? I'm just thinking about it, because I'm gonna have to, you know, like, put him on the daily Limbus polls. He doesn't have a blue background, which is interesting. Usually, the background of a person is, like, what their, like, corporation or, like, team is. But his is just, like, brown. Which is strange. Testosterone. Transition. Testosterone. Be like. Anyways. Team Leader Alan. He has a gradient, he's important. Everyone has a gradient. No, literally everyone has a gradient, chat. Like... That's, like... Here, hold up. Oh, wait. Here, as the person that does the... Here, where is it? As the person that does the daily Limbus polls, we're gonna peek behind the curtain. They all have a gradient. Like, no matter who they are, has a gradient. If anything, like, he's got the same ingredient as Hubert, which is interesting. Actually, no, wait, you're so right, because he doesn't have the normal person gradient, which is these. He has the grayed out gradient, which is more important. No, you're onto something. Give me the wheel, Zach. Fun fact, I actually don't use a wheel anymore. I just choose. Because YouTube made it so you can't pre-publish them anymore. You can't, like, schedule them. They'll get, like, no views. Like, it like, shadow bans them. So what I have to do now is simply, like, just make them when they're about to go live and then just post them. That's why sometimes I'll, like, miss one. Actually, I think I missed today's. Uh-oh. Yikes, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, no, I just literally just choose it, and I choose from the list, and it still is, like, I'll scroll up and it'll be somewhat random, but I don't know, sometimes when it's a person that, like, nobody cares about, I'll be like, yeah, or, like, if it's someone who's won the, like, past 3 ones, I'll be like, yeah. Someone who, like, doesn't, like, nobody cares about is also, like, really funny to choose sometimes. But yeah, I try to keep them, like, they're a little bit rigged so that they're a little bit more interesting, you know? Yeah, look at all these characters. And then you can also see some of the custom ones that I've added as well. Like 100 Don Quixote, Facetious, the Hong Yu wannabes, Manhara, Kim Ji-hoon, part-time jobs, yeah, a lot of people. Not everything needs to be blue, Zach. I know it doesn't, but, like, you know. That sort of conduct may not be an issue in your organization, but here it is. Should it happen again, do understand that we may choose to terminate today's joint engagement without delay. Oh wait, yeah, he does have blue. What the heck? Oh, maybe it... I don't know why he's gray then. He does have blue. Blue and yellow. My apologies. My apologies. I will keep that in mind going forward. Alan stood down without arguing back, but Kira looked far from satisfied with how Hohenheim handled the situation. He gets to suck me in the face and walk off scot-free? So frickin' annoying. Fortunately enough, her grumbling didn't escalate into her lashing out at Alan. That punch just now, though. What was that? It exhibited a behavior that defied the standard laws of physics. Presumably a form of technology utilized by Wayfarer Company. Let us resume the task at hand. Senator Ryushu, give Manager Allen whatever information you have. That door should lead to one of the ring-protected turfs. The other two on the left, I remember they were marked with an X painted with blood. But I have no idea where they actually led. It's all blurry. Ooh. It seems that's all the information we can provide. Will that suffice? We now know that the doors likely connect to a perceivable area. That's already a big improvement in terms of the Intel Wayfarer Company's backdoor mapping progress. Dude, they're like mapping the back rooms. This actually unironically is like the backroom company. They actually just map out the back rooms. My name is Wayfarer Corp. I mapped the back rooms. It was difficult to... the back rooms. Doug, does that mean Kim Ji-hoon is a fan of the back rooms, chat? Actually, speaking of back rooms, I recently made a video game about the back rooms. Actually, you know what? After this node, we're gonna play it. Which means there's less chance of us encountering a space beyond human perception past those doors. I know, like, we're not getting too far into the like, thing, and it's like, Zach, play the game faster, but, like, this is something I'm proud of making, and I want to share it with you guys. Hubert in the chat? True! There's less of a chance of us encountering a space beyond human perception past those doors. Alright then. I'll proceed with connection verification. Which doors shall we test first? We'll start with the one Sinner Ryushu mentioned. True. But yeah, you guys, if you haven't already, you guys should, I guess follow my Blue Sky or whatever. Oh, if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord. But if you want to see more, interesting things, please follow my Blue Sky, because I'm learning how to program. I'm learning how to program, chat. I'm learning how to make video games. You don't trust me at all, huh? Then why even bring me along? Ignoring Kira's jab, Alan began setting up various devices on the door, and soon, an elegant white door opened before us. So we're just gonna ignore Ryushu's Intervallo and play a different game? Zach, when it's a woman's Intervallo? Okay, chat, it will literally take 5 seconds, and it's a game that I made! I can't engage with his content because he hasn't read my fanfiction. Cheeky, I read one of yours! Shall we? Art thou joining us as well, young Hohenhai? Just this once. There are procedures for handling over field operations. Okay, let's see what's out there. Huh? Yo? Congrats on learning how to program? Well, this one wasn't programming. I said it wrong. Game development. I'm learning game development. This one, I didn't use any programming. It was just like, you know, pre-made assets in Unity and stuff like that. But now in the like online course that I'm taking, now we're like, it's like programming. So that's scary, but you know. Is this some kind of wildlife exhibit? The moment we stepped into the lights hit us all at once, drawing squints and frowns from the Sinner. Thanks to my lack of physical eyes, I could make out a room filled with statues, or perhaps taxidermied animals. You read the Slop one? Okay, and I'm gonna play the Slop game on stream. It's not even you I'm not asking you to play it, I'm just saying I am going to. It felt like a gallery of sorts, but it was so quiet that the air itself seemed to carry a strange, somber weight. After a moment, someone shattered the silence, but it wasn't Don Quixote, our usual suspect. Always hating on Don Quixote. Can't believe it. But yeah, like, subscribe. You know what? It will be 5 minutes. It will be 5 minutes, Cheeky. Less than 5 minutes, even. I just want to show off, like, that it is something that I've published, and then that you guys should check it out. But then I'll be right back. Holy cow, the scale is just insane! That's the whale from the 8 Association's Great Lakes special issue! Kira, who seemed beaten down all along, exclaimed with a bit more energy in her voice. That's not the full size of a whale, that's like tiny. Man, seeing in real life sure hits different. And the Indigo Elders solo one-shots these monsters with that harpoon of his. Huh. It's a Great Lake whale? Doesn't look like the one we've encountered, though. Organisms of various sources can be identified here. Singularity modified, outskirts born. Oh wait, you mean after this node? Okay, then that's fine. Yeah. They look almost alive. They're not, right? No, they're already dead. Whoa. Not, duh. Though Robo-Unk did say the ring has these zoos where they put monsters on display alive. Man, this would have been way more fun if we could see the moving ones. Everything here's dead. Meh, still looks crazy sick though. The vibe really hits. Dude, what if they made animatronic ones? Five Nights at Limbus companies. Outskirts born? Wouldn't that be a taboo of the head? No, things from the outskirts can come into the city, just things that aren't human aren't allowed. So as long as they are, oh, also if they're dead, that's fine. Like, if you got a dead thing, then you can have that. But, like, yeah, they're taxidermied, that's fine. This looks like one of the relics from, Slay the Spire 2. The, like, letter opener. Even though she was trying to play it cool, Kira kept sneaking glances at the massive horn display off to the side, clearly surprised in a way she couldn't hide. It's crazy that they didn't give Dawn this ID. It's crazy. Why did Ishmael get her? That said, I felt a distinct shortage of hyperactivity given the presence of a certain someone in our party. She respects art. She's looking at it with utmost contemplation. She's like, Don Quixote? The eye of a second kindred. What? 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 The eye of a second kindred. Of House Tepes. What is it doing here? A. She knows which house it's from. Meaning, this was a Blood Fiend group that existed back before the Blood Fiend War, or during the Blood Fiend War. Because she hasn't met with any of the other Blood Fiends of the city. Uh-oh. This is such big news for me, Zach. I couldn't let you leave before this. I agree. Don't worry. I'm not leaving. Dog. Also, yeah, they got her... It's like an animal. Oh, no. But the House Tepes. Do you think House Tepes is in T-Corp? Or is it somewhere else? Or maybe not even a Corp? Because to be fair, La Mancha Land was in P-Corp. And I don't think any letter in La Mancha or Land has a P in it. Just realized the Favius considered Blood Fiends animals if its eye is on display? No. Oh, no. Actually, wait. Could a Blood Fiend kinder an animal? Like a... Huh. It's a Dracula reference, I believe? Yo! Also, the Elder Blood Fiend in the ring just let this happen? I mean, to be fair, corporeism. So, yeah. But, yeah, the Elder Blood Fiend of the ring. Well, maybe this is House Tepes. We haven't seen the Elder Blood Fiend of the Ring yet, so, like, you know. At the mention of the word kindred, I couldn't help but follow Don Quixote's gaze. I know what you are, Dante. No, I'm kidding. I don't know, maybe. Oh, that's what the little gem thing was! I pointed at this out in the trailer. Also a hand. Eyes! Hold up. Hand. They got Dracula's baby boy? Oh no. Opposite the whale was another kind of exhibit. It contained items leaning on the more gruesome side of things, starting with a crimson eyeball that caught Don Quixote's attention, and body parts like hands and bones that looked as though they had been stripped from the human body. Okay, it's not just animals. They have humans here too. So this could be that yeah. It's a gallery of the School of Faviism, probably a main studio, and that which comes with a maestro's ulterior at an auction house. Faviist gathering somewhere. I love how the Faviist, I love the Faviist, but now I don't think I know. How can I be the ring's #1 support if they're doing this? Oh no. Also, hello, Silly Gorple. Welcome, welcome. Phobias are specifically from animals. Blood fiends' limbs look humans. Oh, true. That's true. That was so loud. I was taking a sip of water and then he screamed in my ear. Alan. 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 We will be making our exit shortly, Alan. I don't know why that name is funny to me, but it is. What are they? Alan. 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 Yeah, that whatever that is. The mushroom. Not mushroom. Marsupial. That's the word I was trying to say. We will be making our exit shortly. Prepare to initiate lockdown sequence. Before Hohenheim could even finish his urgent transmission. Numerous Dog, I thought that was Rules Cards theme! You can't make the first note. Dun da da. Dog, I genuinely thought for a second they were gonna go dun da da dun dun da 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh no. Also, yo? Ooh, it's got the little twinge to it. Numerous footsteps closed in from somewhere nearby. Yo! Why he got the error texture? Misting texture. Also, this guy looks crazy. Guy Mersalt's based off of? Turning towards the sound of shoes clacking on the floor, we found strange figures wearing animal masks directly staring at us. That presence. It's kind of like Papa's. What? She didn't say it's like one of the other nurse fathers. She didn't say it's like Robo-Unks. She said it's kinda like Papa's. Is this someone that's part of two different fingers? The thumb and the ring? Or no, the middle and the ring? Hold up. Wait, yeah, isn't the ring, like, non-exclusive? Like something like the thumb and the middle would be exclusive, but I don't think the ring is exclusive, so you could be in the middle and the ring. Ain't no way. That's not a raid boss we can clear at our level. We gotta get out of here! Oh wait, never mind. That guy's strong. That is not a raid boss we can clear at our level. Basically, she's saying he's really intimidating? Oh no. Fobiism is based primarily on primary colors and beastly strokes of the painting brush. Oh. It's not that simple. Retreating is not a viable solution here. This door is connected to the House of Spiders. Escaping without installing a security system will invite pursuit. We must stall them until Alan is ready to initiate the lockdown sequence. As tension thickened, one of the strangers who wore a particular bone mask stepped forward. Why don't you just, like, start, like, saying, like, hey, what do you guys got display on this gallery? Can you explain to me some of the... Can you give me a tour of this gallery? I feel like they'd be like, yo, that sounds chill. They also don't make art out of human beings. Like, these guys would be chill. Be like, hey, yo, could we, like, get a tour of your thing? They might make art of one, but it probably wouldn't be considered pure corporism because it's not pure human. Oh. The voice that spoke to us carried equal part curiosity and delight. You came through that door. Then the house's fall wasn't just a baseless rumor. A stray little spiderling fallen from her parents' web. How many years has it been? You. Who are you? Alright. It makes sense that you would fail to recognize me. I used to wear a different mask back then, when I used to visit you as your tutor, didn't I? A wolf, if my memory serves right. A wolf? Yo? This is the Blood Fiend? Yes, that must have been when I was quite captivated by the sensation of tearing into the raw, still thrashing flesh of living prey, and the predator's ferocity when cavernously resin howling. Rings a bell. You're that maestro whose whole lesson was a 3-hour ceremony, praising the intensity of primary colors and the strength of living creatures. Benoit, was it? That's right. Emile? This is Sinclair's brother? No, I'm kidding. Ring Fabius Maestro. That's right. Emile Beyoit. And they say you can't hatch a phoenix from a chicken's egg. Doesn't always apply, I see. Emile Benoit. Chat, look up Emile Benoit. Who is this man? Who is this man? Get him on speed dial. Looks like that mind of yours is still sly as a raven, unlike your nurse fathers. Don't presume. I only remember you because the tactility of hides and guts made for a passable afternoon walk or something. Emile Joseph Benoit was a Canadian fiddler who became known for popularizing Franco-Newfoundland folk traditional music. Born in Black Duck Brook, domination of Newfoundland, Benoit worked primarily as a fisherman much of his life, playing fiddle, mainly as a hobby for local and community events. Oh, okay, so he's a fiddler. That's interesting. I don't know why they made him this guy. I love Emile. She's so cool. I need to draw her. True. Oh, AW, a work of art. Artwork. True. At first glance, it looked like Ryushu was casually taking a trip down memory lane with the Maestro. But I had a feeling she was, in fact, dragging this out on purpose to buy us time. The Ring Maestro is a girl, Zach? Can't believe Zach's now misgendering people? Oh, my bad. Sorry. I don't know. I didn't know the Ring was woke like that. True. That lockdown sequence thing. How much longer till it's ready? Also, can I say, Sancho is this distressed at seeing the Ring has one Blood Fiend eye, but you know who has two Blood Fiend eyes? True! Sinclair's long-lost sister. True. That's right. Virgilius. And Don... No, I'm kidding. Young Hohenheim. This lockdown sequence. Don Quixote, who had been shooting the Ring members an incest glare, sparked by the discovery of a kindred's eyes, swiftly relayed my words to Hohenheim without even a hint of her earlier shenanigans. They didn't think the Ring was woke enough to employ women? Oh no. Dante, how could you? I'm afraid the progress and speed of the lockdown sequence lies in Alan's hands, not mine. And it is by its nature, time-consuming work. We cannot expect haste. It's pronounced Benoit? Oh. This is like Jumsoon the Maestro, where Garnet assumed he was a female while Virgilius knew he was a male? Oh. Perhaps that does make this suitable juncture to trial Plan A. Plan A? Plan Alan. Any suggestions that involve Don Quixote removing her shoes will not be dignified with a serious discussion. Bro! Hohenheim! This is the third time you've asked! Why do you want her to take off her shoes, Hohenheim? Why do you want to see her feet? What is with you, Hohenheim? What are you doing? What are you doing? But to be fair, having her Sancho out would be pretty cool. One of us. Well, true, I mean... He says what we're all thinking. Oh no. We're gonna let her Sancho out. It's crazy that Faust is like, okay, can you stop asking this, Hohenheim? To be fair though, Faust, Martin died because, like, think about it. Think about it. Instead, maybe what Hohenheim had in mind had nothing to do with Don Quixote's shoes, because he opened his mouth as though he was about to retort to Faust's categorical rejection. But the moment he followed Faust's eyes and saw what she was looking at, he quietly shut his mouth and said nothing further. Faith in potentiality is not something I dislike. Oh no. Wait a second, that means that Don Quixote has potential! Sancho has potential to be stronger than even Gregor! This is such a funny character trait to give him. I know they try to downplay it immediately after, but it's still a great bit. I love it so much. True. True. As for this, however, this seems more like grasping at straws. At the end of their gaze was Ryushu's blade, Arayashi. Wait, is it different? Arayashiki. I thought it was Arayashi. Arayashiki. I was going to try using it anyway. I've long wanted to see if a maestro's death is any different. Telling him that we were just leaving won't work, will it? No, it won't. Even individual... Dante misgenders her too! Wait, what? Also, it's gonna be so mean if she takes them off without him here now. Oh no. Cheeky, I just made an awful realization. Cheeky, remember how I've been saying that, like, you know, the whole... What's one person that we know can't die and is saved by the flow? No, Zach? I don't know, Cheeky. It's been foreshadowed 3 times now. It's been foreshadowed 3 times now. Literally, why? The 13 shall stand by my side! The 13! There needs to be another one. I don't see Dante chaining somebody else anytime soon. Think about it. What has been foreshadowed? What? I'm just saying. We are practically a windfall of inspiration and material that has just so conveniently been delivered to them. It is improbable that they will allow us to return unharmed. Foss is right. She and Hohenheim are geniuses, and Ryushu is the wielder of Arashiki. Hurting her shoes off has been foreshadowed not her having a baby. I mean, true, but like, yeah. Don Quixote is a kindred of a higher generation, and I happen to house a golden bough in my head. Why do we have access to all the other sinners if the ones that are canonically here are only these ones? Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Dante has the ability to just, like, summon them. I forgot about that. I think that ability is silly. I want more battles where we limit the sinners. I think it's good. I mean, it's good for Project Moon, because now they have to have people getting... I mean, like, I didn't like it as much when I didn't have that many sinners. But, like, I think it's better storytelling-wise, you know? I have no idea how much information the ring has on us. But even if they knew nothing, they wouldn't let us go easily. Are you sure about this, Ryushu? Also, isn't Ryushu gonna lose her memories? I said the same thing? True. Dawn literally said she never wanted to propagate the family. I know, but like... I don't know. I really wish Mouthguth power came with a small debuff gameplay-wise, so you would be incentivized but not forced to use the Zinner that are already there. I'm kind of throwing up about it, actually. True! Copy and pasted from PM chat. I agree! Also, since they are brainless clones, why can't we use Gregor here? Why can't we use Gregor here? It said the issues with him were mental. Why can't we use Gregor? Think about it. Doesn't matter if I'm SAT or not, Clock. Think of that woman as Li Hang. True! She said, Dante, stop misgendering her. Her pronouns are she, her. Think of that woman as Li Hang, and do as you did in Hongshu's mansion. Hong Yuan's city's mansion. I'll take care of the rest. Right, that's probably our best shot. What Ryushu meant was quite clear. Resonate with the golden bough, secure an advantage to fight on equal footing, then catch them off guard by slowing down the flow of time. True. Who the heck is HC? Hong Clue. Oh, Heathcliff's mansion! Heathcliff's mansion. Headcanon mansion. Maybe she does know who Kathy is. It's Heathcliff and Kathy's mansion, but she just can't say Kathy's name, so she goes C. A cut from Arashiki, even if it doesn't give us a real fighting chance, might stall the Maestro long enough to give us the time to get away. Doesn't it still erase her memories, though? What are we talking about? Why are we just letting her erase her memories? Like, this is crazy. This is like if... Okay, imagine if every single fight after Canto 7, they were like, Sancho, take off your shoes. Sancho, take off your shoes. Sancho, take off your shoes. That's what they're doing with this. This floor of the exhibit houses submissions from students and docents. But if you look closely enough, there are some passable ones that show promise of excellence. And above all, this is the gallery of the School of Fauvism. And mine, the gallery of Emile Benoit. Which is why I would have preferred to take you without an unnecessary fight, if possible. A shame. Dante lobotomy theory? True! Don't let Ishmael get here. Still, we're talking about a unique relic here. A masterless one at that. Acquiring the Arayashiki makes it worth the cost. If you want a taste. Huh? Confusion flickered across Ryushu's face as she tried to unsheath her blade. What's the matter? Araya's like, no. How? The lock the House of Spiders used to bind Arayashiki no longer exists, so why can't I draw the blade? Now, that's unexpected. So the rumors of your mastering that relic, were they false? The Maestro only gave a loose swing of her arm, but it was enough to make Ryushu recoil. A shadow of surprise crossed her face. The wound looked like nothing more than a light gash, yet the Maestro's contemplative gaze shifted between the blood on Ryushu's arm and her own, as though the attack had been an experiment to prove a hypothesis. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are you guys just saying blatantly false things? Oh no. It wasn't hard to guess what she was thinking. Notice, did you? I had my doubts from the moment I saw you today. Was the House of Spiders a success or a failure? Tell me, Yoshihide, what do you think a serpent's defining strength is? What are you on about now? Ask any student, and they'll give the same predictable answer. The deadly venom, the sleek scales, why, it's lamentably disappointing. The Maestro advanced toward us with an assured certainty. It's gonna be the coiling power, the ability to encircle your... That's what I was thinking it was. It was the ability to encircle your opponent and, squeeze them. Then seized a beige thread dangling from the ceiling. No, calling it a mere thread would be wrong. It was something that resembled a thread, yet felt much more disturbing. Yo! I, for one, have a particular liking for the jaw and the spine. The flexibility of the spine, linked like a chain, and the jaw, bound not by bone, but ligaments that allow the animal to swallow its prey whole. Perhaps I should have said that I admire their structural refinement. The thrice-coiled ring on her ring finger gave off a cold glint. Thrice coiled! Just like the one on Maestro Honglu! Think about it. And the walls and ceiling suddenly began to echo with the sickening squelch, and a crack of flesh and bones assembling. Dog, she's bringing back Callisto. What the hell is that? Which brings me to ask, what better way to claim this delivery of promising material with a single bite than a work of art fashioned from a snake? The Maestro plunged her arm into the long, serpentine body of a monster. Her sheer presence radiated a pressure as opportunistic as that of the Nurse Father, only more prime and untempered. I thought it was the speed, and that Ryushu had lost her speed powers, which haven't been explained now that I think about it, and I haven't rewatched the Intervallo to know if that's true. Oh no. How far are you in the Intervallo, lad? I'm on the third node. The third node. Consider it a privilege. This is the first time this piece has ever been exhibited to an outsider. Hohenheim, is the lockdown sequence still not ready? 1 minute to go. Step aside. Yo! Hohenheim locked in. The attack from the ego ear, Hohenheim hastily brandished. Didn't even last a moment. The weapon was knocked from his hand. Oh. No! Kira! Kira's about to get one-tapped. Why didn't they let her unsheath her swords? As I scrambled to equip the sinners with their identities, something abruptly stopped the beast like appendage, midway through its hurling motion. And the one who intercepted the blow. No! Ah. Dang. Was Kira, struggling to push back against the serpentine arm with her still-sealed blades. Kira! It's been 3 hours, lad. Oh no. Did she suddenly have a change of heart I wasn't aware of? Dang, 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 this wasn't the plan at all! Obviously not. She couldn't have changed her mind that quickly. Because the look on her face couldn't be anything other than that of utter regret. The middle, For someone who doesn't seem to be a proper member, you've inked quite the quantity of tattoos on yourself. Ah, you must be the new kit Matthias took in. New? Uh-oh. Why do you stand in my way? Heck if I know. I'm already regretting it, alright? Darn it. They're defo gonna ditch me here. Why did I even... Must be instinct taking over. Couldn't fully shake off the opportunity. The opponent's killing intent, so the body chose to clash head-on. So the behavioral facet of the psyche can be controlled with suitable training. Unexpected data, but useful to be sure. Shut it, mister! Quit yapping and let me use my blades! Authorized and ready. Lifting locks, now! Kira's thermal weapons emerged from their sheaths with a metallic clang. She used the recoil of motion to skid back and assume a defensive stance. Naturally, that broke Benoit's arm from the deadlocks as well. The Mast3r lashed out again, with that monstrous limb, but... Huh? 'Tis a foul instinct to strike against an unprepared opponent in a duel. Yo! Behold, for I shall allow thee a glimpse of the badass form that only the most renowned of fixers have displayed through the ages. Seeing an opening, Don Quixote slammed into the arm with full might, knocking it off its trajectory. True! Predictably, however, the sheer force of the Mast3r's attack instantly reduced her to a red sludge of flesh and bone, sending her remains crashing into the door. Oh no. Ready to initiate lockdown sequence. I will seal the door immediately upon your exit. Everyone to the door! Faust! Retrieve the organic remnants of Sinner number 3! Faust made her exit to what was once Don Quixote. The students of the ring surrounded Kira, barring her way out. A hollow chuckle slipped out of her lips. Ha! Called it for real. This is exactly why I didn't want to get involved. Oh no. Taking Kira back with us would mean having a sizable force of ring trail right behind her, through the door. Kira, too, seemed to have realized the risk that no one in their right mind would want to take. She lowered her head in defeat. No! As though she knew full well the fate that awaited her. No! I'm such a dummy. What was I thinking diving in like that? You! Don't just stand there! Get over here! Now! True! The goat Hohenheim! But these guys are gonna come flooding in if I... You talk too much. Wanna get cleaved in half again? You pin this on me later and you're gonna pay! Blocking the Mast3r's arm by a hair as it came down on her again, Kira hurled herself through the door with every bit of strength she could muster. More than a few students rushed in through the doorway, chasing after the sinner who had gone in ahead, but... Lockdown sequence complete. All backdoor links have been cut. Because he sees multiple rings on the finger? Wait, what? What? Why are we linking things to YouTube? What? Uh-oh, Cheeky's linking something. Backdoors have been cut. Fortunately, Alan managed to sever the connection between the two back doors before the maestro could cross over. Bowl cut. Think you can still use your arms? I'm fine. So she says. Kira would be strong enough addition to fight for us, but the ring members that have managed to cross formed a rather sizable force. Fighting them off with just the sinners I have at my side would not be the best course of action. In that case, guys, I assume you're all available right now? As soon as I call out to the sinners, their voices come through Hohenheim's radio one after another. Huh? I guess so. Well, it would be less funny if you wait. Okay, I will... Hold up. Let me open the suspicious link that Cheeky has sent. Links to a song called I Love Hohenheim. Oh no. Hold up, hold up. Let's do it. Hold up, hold up. Let's do this. Let's do this correctly. Let's do this correctly, chat. Oh wait, I just muted the game. Let's do it.
I like Hohenheim.
Oh. YouTube, go.
I like Hohenheim so much. He is just so cool to me. He is the best character in the Limbus company. He is just so smart and nice, but he pretends he is not. Yet he has so many friends, cause they see him like I do at the Limbus company. He is smartest of all.
Why is it not
but
full
that's not his
screening?
only feat. He can fight like all day long. He has his cool eco gear, which makes him look so cool. He can wear white, black, or blue no matter what I'll drool. They should add him to the boss, cause he is best character. But that would make the game too easy, cause he's powerful. So they put him on the side, but they can't stop him, no. He will always reappear, cause he is the best. He has such a tragic past.
Oh, no!
No one but me understands the pain that he has inside, cause he has like 0 fans. Everyone is so stupid, they are not like me.
Why is he a helicopter?
They are so dumb.
Why is he a helicopter?
So much because he is smart like her. Except lately she is mad cause she got called stupider. Hohenheim noticed, of course, because he is so caring. He could tell.
Why is he a helicopter?
Naturally, meeting him would be
Why is he a helicopter?
so smart like him, I could call college for free cause of how I hate CT. He would recognize my brain as being so smart. He would never understood and come and be my partner. They put him into the game because he is just the best. More games need a Hohenheim, but then he'd have no time to rest. Also, he wanted to give
True bars!
Even though it was Martin's because he's practical. Hohenheim's so cool and nice, he keeps all the guilt inside. What happened at bottom B, it crushes him just so deep. One time I was sad.
Why is he a helicopter?
To be so sad, yes, I really know. All the singers in the game act like he is annoying, but he
No,
is
they
the
don't.
kindest one.
Heathcliff.
They just don't know anything. He listens
And
to
Dawn.
Heathcliff once. That's more than
True!
anyone ever listens to
True!
Heathcliff because he is nice.
True!
I wanted to give Dante a tasting wristband so that they could finally eat and not be left out all day. That is just one example of his kindness true. You can see it in his
Blue Cliff!
big spears of blue. I also
Why is he so
requested
old in this
so
one
much
CG,
similar.
by the
He
way?
would notice this and think, well, my eyes are just like theirs. We would go on vacation.
He has blue
we went
eyes?
to
No,
the
he doesn't.
beach.
What?
He would not like it that much, cause he wants to research. He would
True.
build a sandcastle, and I would go and ruin the structural integrity of his sandcastle's big moat.
No,
He
the
would act like
castle!
he's annoyed, cause I broke the bridge. But I would see on his face, smiling just a smidge. Then he would go home and he'd sit alone in his dark room, brooding over his dark past in agony and sorrow. And I would try to see him, he would say nothing's so good, but I know that deep inside he wants to see me so much. I would sit down next to him, he would start crying so sad. I am the only one he shows his crying to this bad. He keeps it all up inside because he's full of pride. Doesn't want to make his friends sadder than they are. But he shows this side to me because he loves me so much. Because I love him so much, that is all I have to me. We would probably get married because of tax benefits. We
Tax
would live in a
benefits.
small house because of our finances.
Finances, true.
Because he is a hard worker. I would be his co-worker, and he would get so nervous. He wouldn't want me to die, there he would protect me. But I am really so smart, I can protect myself. Eventually he would stop worrying about me so much, and he would trust me then to take care of myself. Then he would be so happy to have me by his side. Working all day and all night at
True.
this company.
Why are you looks so
If there
old in
is
this
one
one
thing I want
CG.
you to know from my good song, it is that I loved a guy, Hohenheim from Limbus
True!
For some reason, no one liked him when he came out. I
Oh,
think
no.
it's because you all are really stupid.
True!
He has
He's the
more fans,
blue
but
yout.
I will never forget when his story first came out. No one liked him, not one bit. I always liked him so much, always from the start. I have video evidence and I can prove it to you.
True.
So yeah, I am his big fan and also his spouse one day. I will make him real soon, just a mirror world away. Everyone who mocked me said I was
I'm
so
sorry. I'm so
They will be
sorry
so
to the person that
surprised
made
when they
this
see that we're engaged.
this song. You're saying that he's gonna be your spouse one day, but I have to inform you that he is gay. Bars or something like that. Anyways, Hohenheim! Yippee! Uh-oh, Gregor fan 5000. Oh no. Oh wait, this is Gregor fan 5000. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. This is so sad, chat. Cheated on Hohenheim. Cheated on Hohenheim with Gregor. Why is it every time I look, there's a character that's gonna be happy every single time? Every single time. Gregor shows up. Gregor shows up. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I'm so sorry, Hohenheim. Evil Gregor. Evil Gregor. Oh no. Anyways. Can't believe it. I guess so. Ready for your order, Executive Manager. I, Otis, am prepared to answer your call whenever and where... Yeah? Hang on, I just need to finish this bite. Everyone, to me! Oh no. Thanks, Zach. True! See, if they had Gregor and Hohenheim with a little heart next to it, it would be one thing. But the fact that Hohenheim's nowhere to be seen, can't believe it. Yo! Look at Gira! 65! LCE question mark? Oh my gosh. Wait, they're gonna add her to LCE! Wait, chat! Chat! She's gonna be... Wait, because it would say LCD if it was... Or LCB if it was with us. No! She's gonna be LCE! She's gonna be a researcher! Violent Breaking Slam. Yo! Yo! Feral Favius, Student of the Ring. Ring, School of Favius, The Fingers, and Student. Yo, Faltering Inspiration. Intense primary color, blue! You're blue now! Oh my gosh. Okay, let me refill my water real quick, okay? I need to refill my water again. I will be right back, and then we can read all this. I'm sorry I keep having to take breaks. It's like really hot, and I need water. I need to rehydrate. I'll be right back! Sorry, I'm back. I am back. There are beasts that fall in and out of vogue within the school of Fabio, yes. But a true artist makes fierce pride in that single animal and understands which best represents their unique self. Despite this wisdom, however, there are some who flirt from beast to beast, though the self is nothing more than a costume to be worn and discarded. Dude, they keep changing their personas, chat. They keep changing what their persona is. Can't believe it. Oh no. They gotta stick with one. Impulsive Fabius student of the ring. Ooh. The music bangs? True. Color rogue. Mark de Cain! No, it's not Mark of Cain. The first step is always but a single animal. And with every quest for art and fiat, another beast is layered on top of previous specimen. True! I said this earlier in my reaction video, but I definitely think it'd be cool if, like, people in the furry community, like, made their personas like this. Like, if they made, like... I'm not saying, like, a full fursuit, but, like, if they, like, did, like a Fabius-style fursuit, or fursona, where it's, like, the different parts layered on. Think about it. Anyways, let's go. Also, this is the first scene that, Ring Hong Lu. Oh, both of the ring people got hit. Can't believe it. Sorry, popping back, just kind of marvelous vision of Fabius picking Blood Fiends as their persona. True! They could do that. Not a furry, but the Fabius are giving fuel for furry allegations against me. True. Yo! Dude, the Malkuth's Rain imperfection, plus the Blood Fiend aura that this guy gets? Look at this, this is crazy. Hold up. It would be cringe, but it's delighting me. Oh, yes, OMG Blood Fiend persona. Guys, they would have to wear the skin of the Blood Fiend. I'm realizing. Oh no. Uh-oh. Dog, what are my ring people doing? Dog, what are my ring people doing? Dog, what are any of my sinners doing? Thank you. Does the city skin suits 100% exist? Oh no. Also have a bag of chips here. Chips. Bang, 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 bang. Nice. Nice. What the heck was that? Whoa! Kira's going Kira mode! Oh no. Thermal sword... The sword's thermal wires are deactivated. Oh no. The middle cross grudge. Oh no. Oh, she's got a set, like a... Her UI is the same as, like, our UIs. Oh no. Also, why is she no longer the House of Spiders? She still is from the House of Spiders. She, like, the House of Spiders just doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't mean she's not from it. Oh no. Dang, she's got nothing to say. Fever! This new music is fire? True! No! Also, it's crazy that Heathcliff didn't get a ring ID. Well, I mean, actually, never mind. He's gonna get like a Lucio ID. But still, he's literally the wolf. Yo. Okay, well that was kind of a waste, but sure. Stop beating the Blood Fiends! We need to kill these guys, chat. He's gonna get beat up even as Lucio? True. Maybe we'll get a Kira costume? Well, we have Ishmael Kira ID, but... Actually, that is a cool idea. Non-sinner costumes. And you can put them on any sinner. Uh-oh. No! Chat, we need to kill these people. We need to kill these people. They just killed Sancho. I almost reset the battle, actually, like, unironically. My first instinct was to restart the fight. Sancho died, restart the fight. Nice, nice. Oh my gosh, he just keeps going. Nice, good job, Kira. Die. The Wild Hunt! Of course, they kill Dawn and then Heathcliff comes to avenge her. It's true. Uh-oh. Nah. They have little scratches on them. What the heck? Ooh, you know what would be a fun mirror dungeon? The idea for the next mirror dungeon. Have a mode, or just have the mirror dungeon, you're able to pick one out of, like, maybe, like, I don't know, like 6 or 8, I'm not falling for it, like 6 or 8 different, like, help ID, like, helper, like, people, like, you know, like, how, like, Kira and, like, Virgilius, and, like, and of course they'd always be, like, balanced a little bit better, but I think that, having mirror dungeons have, like a non-sinner character, who you don't get to choose what moves they do, but they, like, show up and help would be really cool. And of course it'd be optional, so you could still do solos and stuff. But I think that'd be a cool little thing. You know what? You don't mind if I chop them up? You know what? I don't mind. You know what, Kira? Since you ask so politely, go for it. Good job, Kira! Whoa! Ryushu just pulled out her gun. She, like, flashed her firearm. She was like, if Kira doesn't get this, I'm gonna make sure the person dies. It's only the first door, and the impediments are already beyond expected levels. I swear, I thought it was it for me back there. Events of this nature won't be frequent. We were merely beset by ill luck. If you just listened to me and picked another door, we wouldn't have gotten cooked like that in the first place. True, we got cooked. Like, why even drag me into this if you weren't gonna trust me? Weirdos. We would have opened them all in the end of the day. Stay down. SD? What's that? Same difference. Again, why shorten it like that? Just say duh or something. Or just spell it out and say it was anticipated. That's way effort? I don't know. Good work, everyone. Wayfarer does have a team dedicated to this sort of task, but the mortality rate is quite high. Honestly, I was bracing myself for the worst. The odds of completing the first door of an expedition without any casualties are under 15%. This, by all measures, counts as a flawless expedition. Dog, Wayfarer Corp is just sending people out to die? I would think that they would at least give them, like, I don't know, like, more survivability, since, you know, they can't send their information back if they're not alive? I don't get it. Tapping away at his device, Alan addressed us with an amicable smile. He seemed totally different from the same man who manhandled Kira with a fist to the face. Those Fabius won't be able to cross over anymore with the door completely locked down, right? That cannot be asserted with certainty. Are you saying more might come? The corridors and back doors have always been the ring's turf, Clock. What? My name is The Ring? I made the back rooms? What the heck? Wait, the Ring owns the corridors and back doors? Right, because they don't own territory. Oh, the middle and the thumb, like, own, like, territory in, like, we know this. Like, they have, like, territory that, like, a normal gang would. Oh. Okay. Leviathan, Zach, read it. Oh, no. I guess the ring owns the back rooms. Dude, this is crazy. And those Favius beasts have endured as long-standing factions within the ring. If they've got that much history, they must know many backdoors, both the origin and destination points. Alan clarified what Ryushu was hinting at. Yes, compared to them, we lack sufficient knowledge of alternate routes, which makes it difficult to prevent infiltration. So they're just gonna, like, pull up through, like, another door. No need to concern yourselves over much. Even if that were the case, it is unlikely they would move on the House of Spiders so soon. Eh? They could have always rushed for a surprise attack, though. Even that Favius Maestro seemed to lack clear intel on the event that took place in the House of Spiders. So, it follows that they will need time to assess and deliberate about the situation. Yeah, what if they say, nah, I'd win, and just run in, though? Think about it. What if they just go, nah, I'd win? The situation? The logical scope of their concerns will be identifying the organization that has secured the House of Spiders, the possibility of additional traps beyond the back doors, and the like. Once all backdoor-related procedures tied to the House of Spiders are completed, the result of security framework should be able to preempt and block any infiltration attempts. This operation is more important than I thought. That aside, wait a second, so the people that made the House of Spiders are the Ring. Chat, Callista was not supposed to die. Chat, the Ring made the House of Spiders. That aside, why couldn't I draw my blade? Is it the new scabbard's fault? Ryushu lifted the sheathed sword with an irritated frown. And that's when I felt a faint vibration. The blade was twitching ever so slightly. That quivering most faint! 'Twas seen by all, indeed. Darn, I saw it too. Is it possessed or something? Looks like I wasn't the only one who saw the sword twitching, as though it wasn't pleased at all with how Ryushu was talking about the scabbard. Ryushu's gaze lingered on the sword before slowly shifting towards the back doors. Could it be that seeing the scabbard brought back some memory of Araya? Also, Dante, you can just say, you know? You can just say, like, hey, you don't have to say it's her daughter, but you can just say, like, oh, like, you know, Ryushu, do you? Is it an SS? A demon edge? An enchanted blade? Which is it? It's your daughter. You don't have to say that, though. You can just, like, you know, be like, hey. It's probably neither of those, nor is it a sentient sword. That's a lie? That's Dante evil theory? Dante lying about Ryushu's daughter? What the heck? Why is Dante lying? For no reason, for no purpose. This presents a fine opportunity to conduct another examination of the sword. Excuse us for a moment, Team Leader Alan. Please feel free to go ahead. The attack just now damaged some devices, so we're gonna have to perform some maintenance before continuing. There's plenty of other work for me to do while you're away, too. The sword isn't sentient? Okay, well, yeah, but still, I don't know. Are we to return to the headquarters research facility, then? No, that won't be necessary. There's a facility here that should prove more than adequate. We're gonna go to Valencia's old place and just have all the alcohol... No, I'm kidding. We're gonna go to Kira's old room and steal all the cartoons! Alright, chat. Speaking of the back rooms, there's one thing that I want to show you guys. Well, after this loads, of course.
약지에 감긴
Oh,
세바퀴의
no.
반지는
The triple coiled ring on Maestro's fourth finger represents an art piece that established the Maestro's claim to title, though it may be that more recent output has not been as resonant with a wider audience. Ugh.
여전히 반지에 부끄럽지 않은 작품을
Yikes.
선보이고 있는 것 같네요.
Yo, wait, we can go up? Whoa, we can go up a lot. A Mori reference? Why can we go up so far? That's a little concerning. Whoa, Mephi! Chat! It's Mephi! It's Mephi! It's Mephi! Look at it! Chat, it's Mephi! Dude, we're gonna get our bus back! We're gonna get our bus back! Dude, this is crazy. We haven't seen Mephi in a year. We, in canon, have not seen Mephi in a year. Dog, our bus! Our bus! Let's go! I don't know why they're letting us see, like, everything. Yo! Yay! We're gonna go to Kira's place! Dude, this is crazy. Anyways, chat, anyways. Before we do that, because we are going to continue, there is something I want to show you guys really quickly. Oh, hey, nice. Some, not books. Thread crates. But yeah, we're gonna continue in just a second. It'll take, like, less than 5 minutes, chat. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I'm gonna show you the little video game that I made. Ooh. It's... I don't know, it's cool. I want to share it with you guys. Hold up, let me just get in over here. Alright. Here we go, chat. Change of pace. It's a little video game. I made it in Unity. Run the back rooms. What? The back rooms. Whoa. No, don't continue. End the stream. Oh, okay. I can end the stream after this, I guess. Look at it, chat. We're like in a place. Whoa. Whoa, that's me. And then you go, whoa, I guess it's running pretty poorly because I'm running Limbus in the background, that's why. It'll run better if you run it on your own computer, which, you know, you can, wink wink. Whoa. Let me walk up these stairs and whoa! Whoa! I clipped into the back rooms! Alright, let's look around, chat. Let's look around in the back rooms. Whoa. Whoa, where are we going? Whoa, oh, not this way. The back rooms! Never mind, we have time. Okay. Do whatever you want. True, that's what I'm doing right now. The back rooms! Whoa! We're in the back room! Dude, this is what the Wayfarer company has people doing. Whoa. It's like broken down. Whoa. It's so laggy. Well, yeah, that's because my computer... Well, first of all, the game's not optimized at all because I don't know how to do that. Second of all, my computer barely runs when Limbus Company is running, so... Why are you speaking like content farmers? Because I want you guys to check out the game that I made. It's not that good, but like, Blood Fiends can't thrive in here? Well, yeah, it's the back rooms. You guys are talking about the back rooms like, hey, why did, like... This game ran fine for me in browser. Limbus Company already almost doesn't run for me, that's why. Like, I have the VTuber open, I have Limbus open, I have OBS open, like... That's why it's not running well, chat. Okay, wait, I'm trying to find where one of the secrets is. There's a bunch of secrets I've hidden across the map, chat. Whoa, hidden in the back rooms. Which means you guys got a place you can find them. The secrets that are hiding in the back rooms. In the back rooms. I know that it's here because the back rooms. In the back rooms. Okay, actually though, where is the thing? I'm trying to find the stuff. Me when I've hidden stuff, but it's in the back rooms. How long are we gonna spend trying to find secrets, Zach? I said 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna close it. But like, you guys should check it out because it's a game. The footsteps, guys. Why are you critiquing my game like it's like some like crazy thing? Like, this is the first game I've ever made. It's got me. I did this, chat. Oh no. Anyways. When you ask a person when you ask an ADHD person where their stuff is, true. I agree. Anyways, I said it's cool, true. If nobody's got me, I know Cheeky's got me. Actually, that's not true. Cheeky also could be like, yeah, this sucks. But that's true. Keep playing, show us the secrets. Don't worry, chat. I'll make better games. That was the first game that I ever made. So we're look forward to seeing better things in the future. But no, Cheeky is right. I think I am. Let's see, how far have we gone? We've done 3 nodes. Uh-oh. It's been 3 hours. Oh no. I think I am gonna call it a day here. So, thank you guys for watching. But this is scary. Uh-oh. We're gonna spend a lot on this. I only say you suck as a joke. I can't be mean for real. True! There's 15 nodes? Okay, chat, well, look forward to the next 5 streams of Limbus... No, I'm kidding. I think I am gonna call it a day here, though, just because I am, like, a little tired, but... Next stream, we should be able to get through more. Don't worry. Don't worry. You want to see more? Don't worry, there will be time to see more very, very soon. But yeah. I'm thinking, hold up. Should be another 3 streamer? Oh no. Another 3 streams, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. I am looking forward to seeing more of this Intervallo. We basically got to the place where the okay then bye-bye, true. To be fair, we did get, distracted talking about blood fiends and trains, true. But yeah, I feel like this is where the trailer got to, or this is where the Intervallo got to in the trailer. So everything from here potentially is new content, so that'll be very interesting. But yeah. With that, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord. We love talking about Limbus Company. And I'll hopefully see you all later. Bye!